Legacy Commercial and Residential Construction welcomes you to the NFHS Network's Game of the Week. Brought to you by New Image Media.
Buy your next new or used car the way you want to buy with the Pinehurst Toyota Smart Buy program. Visit pinehursttoyota.com and choose or build the vehicle you want. Try the Pinehurst Toyota Smart Buy. It's the easiest way to buy your next new or used car.
Legacy Commercial and Residential Construction welcomes you to the NFHS Network's Game of the Week. Brought to you by New Image Media.
Good evening, everybody. Chris Delambert.
He's back.
Jerry Chalmers on the call tonight as the Durham-Jordan Falcons visit Pinecrest.
Oh, yeah.
This is an interesting matchup, Jerry. Second round matchup here in the North Carolina Eastern bracket.
Mm-hmm.
This is a 7-23 matchup, if I'm not mistaken. Yep, 7-23.
Yeah.
Durham comes in here. You and I talked a little bit about this. I talked to some folks who feel like Durham-Jordan comes in here with a chance to shock the world. It's going to be a tough night.
It's going to be a tough night.
But they may have the best underclassman football player in the state.
Mm-hmm.
Marion Blue comes in, 2,000 yards rushing this year, 2077. He's only been held under 100 yards once.
Mm-hmm.
Fantastic back, fantastic athlete. He comes in fourth in the state in rushing. All three guys above him are seniors.
Right.
He comes in as a sophomore. Not particularly big,
Mm-hmm.
not a burner, just a really good high school back. The matchup I'm interested in most tonight is Blue versus these Pinecrest linebackers, because that is the heart of that defense.
Right.
Three really good backers that lead this defense, seasoned young men. They are confident.
Mm-hmm.
They're big. They're strong. They're fast. They make splash plays. If they get loose and can hold Blue in check, I have no idea where the offense for Jordan comes in. Talk to me.
I'm going to say what I'm looking to see is who we named Fire and Ice last week with Spencer and Seagraves. I know, Jordan comes in and with Blue with all these yards as a sophomore, which is a big thing. Spencer is also a sophomore, also a DB, just as Blue is. So with that going, I hadn't seen a lot of Jordan's defense. We didn't get to talk. We talked about mostly the back.
Yeah.
So that's going to be the test for Jordan for me.
Here's the thing. Durham-Jordan's an unknown,
Mm-hmm.
okay? We're talking about matchups. On the sideline for Pinecrest, you have first-year head coach Nick Edens.
Mm-hmm.
Nick Edens comes in with a lot of wins under his belt.
Yeah.
He comes in here, total record coming in tonight, 123-34. Couple of trips to the state championship game when he's back at West Montgomery. On the other side, Justin Allred in his third year at Durham-Jordan.
Mm-hmm.
Well, not only is it just his third year, but the first year, 2020, was a shortened year.
Mm-hmm.
Last year was kind of a mess. Now he's here. You're talking about Nick Edens on one side with 123 career wins.
Right.
A road game for Justin Allred, who comes in as a third-year head coach with 11 wins in his career. 11-16 career record. This Durham-Jordan team missed the playoffs last year.
Yeah.
Knocked out the second round, or knocked out in the first round, rather, in Coach Allred's first year. This Durham-Jordan team, I'm wondering, and I think if they played outside of a metro area, I'd be worried a little bit more. I'm wondering if the moment's too big for them. They've got a lot to prove. They're kind of playing with house money. Coming in as a 23, they got past Jack Britt last week. Jack Britt's a pretty good ball club.
You have nothing to lose, man.
So you've got the Sandhills champion, the 4A, 3A Sandhills Conference. Pinecrest ran the table there, played a reasonably good schedule. That schedule got sort of diluted because the teams beat up on each other.
Yeah.
So some of those rankings took a bite. But when you look at Durham-Jordan's played some really good ball clubs this year,
They did.
but they lost all those games.
Every single game to them.
They haven't beaten a top 100 team in the regular season. They got through Jack Britt, who's just on the cusp of that 100, and they got past Jack Britt. That's a great victory.
Right.
Coming up here on the road to Pinecrest, a different animal. It's wet, which does that play into the hands of either offense? I don't know.
I mean, last week I can just tell you, Pinecrest was very run heavy, but they had an X factor as well. They're tight end. They're tight end, number 10. Neifert, if I'm saying it right.
Hunter Neifert.
He is a big kid. He's good. His hands are well. He blocks good. And, I mean, he's going to be the X factor tonight.
Hunter Neifert last week, 5 catches, 104 yards. Didn't have a touchdown, but that's a similar stat line. You're going to see him. He caught multiple balls every week this year except week 1.
Yeah.
Big, tall, long athlete. They've got 3 of them in the passing game and a 4th that they can really add when you get Melton involved.
Yeah.
Definitely a more balanced possible attack for Pinecrest. I think people that don't necessarily know what they're looking at, if you look at the stats, you're like, oh, well, Pinecrest, it's a multi-headed running monster. They got 4 backs that can get you. Well, they've got 4 backs that can get you, but they don't do it in the same games.
Yeah, they do it also different. They use one. I cannot think of his name. And
Morgan.
I don't want to do that. Morgan, they use him in the red zone.
Yeah,
goal line.
12 touchdowns, leads the team in rushing touchdowns.
The way they use him, he's like the power back, I guess, and he's not as big as Seagraves, but yet he is the power back. They use him a lot in the I cannot think of the formation it is.
They run him out of the eye.
Yeah, no, it wasn't the eye last week. It was the I'm gonna think about it later on in the game. Well,
you've got 4 different backs at Pinecrest who have had 100 yards in a game this year. Last week, you had Fire and Ice.
Yep.
Both go for 100 in the same week. First time that's happened. We're going to go straight to the field. This has been the Zaxby pregame show. We got a late start.
Yeah.
I'm excited, Jerry. About you?
I'm ready, man. You're back.
Yes, sir.
The GOAT is back, man.
Yes, sir. A-team.
Hey,
ready
you know
to do this. All right, brother. Let's go.
You know it.
All right. Durham Jordan will kick off. And I think it's critical that Jordan get off to a good start here because Pinecrest, a lot of weapons, a lot of different things they can do on offense. Here's the return. Uh-oh. That could go. Got one man to beat, trying to outrun the kicker. Puts a move, and it'll be forced out inside the 40, 38-yard line, 36-yard line by the time they get done. Will be where Pinecrest takes over 1st and 10. I said get off to a quick start if you're Durham Jordan. Well, that didn't happen. All right. Pinecrest 1st and 10. For years ran the veer option here under Chris Metzger. He left. Bob Curtin took over as the interim head coach last year. And this offseason, from Crest, you've got to be an attractive job to get somebody out of Crest to get them away from Shelby, Jerry.
They love Crest up that way, man.
They do. Great record, 43-17, I think, while he was at Crest.
Oh, yeah.
Comes here to Pinecrest and is doing all kinds of stuff. Here's first down carry. Seagraves carries. The question that I had for Coach Edens on Tuesday when I met with him, who's going to start at tailback, who's going to get the touches, and he wasn't going to tell me.
Of course. But now you see him right in the game. They're switching out already.
All right, looks like he came off a little dinged up.
Yeah. Holding his hand.
Spencer in there. Spencer is the sophomore. He's in a little bit different running style. He is probably the most explosive of these running backs.
I agree.
And he's a on the left side. He's going to go to the house. Dips inside. Touchdown, Pinecrest. That was too easy, Jerry.
Hey, we said it. We said it, man.
Too easy. I tell you what, we've seen B's backs do damage with very little room to operate.
We did.
You block it up like that, it's going to be a long night, brother.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All right, 6-0 early here for Pinecrest. Pinecrest, we've talked about this before, Jerry, always has great special teams players out here.
He's definitely a kicker, too.
Will Miller, the sophomore, 43 of 48 on extra points this year. Every time I'm here at Pinecrest, I expect somebody to kick one over top of that big board back there.
The Jumbotron.
That one's up. That's true, and it's through 7-0 Pinecrest. Early start. 2 plays and a touchdown after the big kickoff return. All right. I talked about the size of the moment, Jerry. That's the type start you don't want to get out to.
Yeah.
I'm going to keep an eye.
It's early.
I'm surprised. I'm really kind of stunned, to be honest, being out here looking across the sideline. Durham Jordan, a 4A Metro program.
Right.
Brother, they don't have 35 people dressed tonight.
I agree.
I'm going to count heads. There can't be more than 35 players over there, and that may be generous. At Pinecrest, certainly. Pinecrest probably got 60 players in uniform tonight. back in the days of Coach Metzger when he was here and this program
39 players
was doing their thing. 39 across the way?
39 across
All
the
right.
way.
That's not much for a 4A program.
No.
There were days when Chris Metzger was the head coach here, I swear they had 100 people in uniform.
I agree.
All right, Miller to kick. It's a high spinner. He stole that one from Coach Bordeaux at Lee County. That's on the ground, and that's Pinecrest. That's why you do that.
Yep.
Say that again, Jerry.
Yep.
Say that again.
Uh-oh.
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 All right, last time they were set up at the 36. This time they'll be even closer at the 28-yard line. 1st and 10, Pinecrest. Uh-oh.
Yeah, this is gonna be tough, man. This is gonna be tough. And last week, Spencer, to me, was the offensive player of the game, man. He came up in the big moments. And there they go with a turnover chain down there, bringing out the turnover chain early.
All right, Spencer in at tailback. Mason Conan, junior quarterback. Hands, that's around the left side. There's plenty of space. Ooh, he might have been better off leaving that outside, but he'll pick up about 7 on the first down run. You almost feel like Coach Edens is spoiled with all the talent he's got on offense.
Hey, man, it happens like that. Sometimes coaches they come right into good situations. And you can't be mad at the coach.
Nope.
Can't be mad at the coach.
All right, Conan from the gun. Spencer's still in there at tailback. We saw Seagraves on the very first play of the game. It's been Spencer since. He's going to keep it inside. Not much running room. Good job of stuffing that by the Falcon defense.
They're going to have their hands full tonight with those two. I mean, they're as far as what I've seen this year, they're the best 1-2 combo I've seen this year.
Ooh.
Whoa.
Wait a minute.
I might have jumped out the window.
Wait a minute.
I did forget about Scott.
You forgot about those fighting Scots, sir.
Yeah, they were tough, man. They were different. They were definitely different. I will say
All
that.
Primus and
yeah.
Zay. Oh, man, they try to get cute on 3rd down. And the fighting through the tackles there on the reverse actually cost him a little bit more field position. That was Hunter Neifert. We'll see him in the passing game at some point.
Yeah.
Nowhere to go on the 3rd down reverse, and that'll bring up 4th down. It looks like the offense is going to stay on the field. And this is enormous for Durham Jordan right here.
It is. They're definitely in 4-down territory right now.
Pinecrest scores on 2 plays to open the game. They get the turnover with a chance to go up 2 scores early. If Durham Jordan can get off the field and get their guy, a Marion Blue, into the game, still only down 1 score, it'd be a momentous turn of events. Here we go. Conan from the gun. 4th and 9. Going to be 4th and 4. As the left side of the line gets a head start there. Number 30 with the the offsides.
Yeah.
Cramped for space, buddy. I'm struggling to get to my rosters here.
Yeah. I had to take it outside. Feels great out here, I tell you that.
I don't know about great, and I'll be interested to see if you're still saying it feels great here in about 25 minutes or so.
Yeah.
All right, Brandon Wilder jumping there. Makes it a little bit more manageable. 4th and 4. All right, they're going to hand it off. And, good job of stuffing that. Great job by the defense there. And they're going to bring him down short.
Just shy. Now we get to see that offense.
Oh, all right. And now we get to see the guy everybody without green and gold wants to see.
Yeah.
A Marion Blue sophomore phenom. Comes into the game 2,077 yards rushing.
He is a baller. Also leads the team in interceptions.
He does. 4 picks on the year. And bigger than that is the team leader in tackles for loss and second on the team in tackles.
That's huge.
All right, there he is on the 1st down carry, and he'll pick up about 6. Not a guy, Jerry, that jumps off the tape at you as being particularly big, not particularly strong, not particularly fast, but he's enough of all of that. Great feet, good vision, great forward lean, and he's so. What would we call the build, man? What's the appropriate thing to say?
He looks like Barry Sanders.
Built like a fire hydrant.
And there he is.
There you go. Positive yardage. Gained 9.5 yards per touch in the running. Uh-oh. Well, big run there for Blue. Maybe wiped out, and it is.
Chris, did you say a fire hydrant?
He built like a fire hydrant, man. He is.
What?
They list him at 5'8", 170. Neither one of those is right.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, from the distance here, I'm looking at him, man. He looks like a little bowling ball.
Bowling ball is fine.
Yeah. David Meggett.
Yeah, Dave Meggett is the one everybody always sees we say a short running back. He's 16 years old. Who knows how tall he's going to be.
Yeah, that's true. I'll tell you what I've noticed, too. This team, Jordan's offensive line, nice size.
They're big guys.
Defensive line as well.
Not much in the passing game at all for Durham Jordan. We'll talk about the quarterback situation there. Nice fit there by Pinecrest, and this is where this Durham Jordan team is going to have a problem. 3rd and a mile here. You got 3rd and about 18 coming up.
And what I did notice as well, Durham Jordan will have a lot of kids going both ways where you just don't have that with Pinecrest.
That is part of the problem that they're going to be up against tonight as we move on through the evening. All right, quarterback Addison Vondi drops, throws screen, and right up into the middle, and that linebacking core for Pinecrest, Amelia Najem, 78 tackles on the year, leads the way, and they get next to nothing, and the punt group will come out for Durham Jordan. So Addison Vondi is the junior quarterback for Durham Jordan. Didn't start the season at quarterback.
Right. Didn't
make a start until about week 5. This is only his 8th start, if I'm not mistaken, as a varsity quarterback. Big moment, big opponent.
Nice punt.
That's a nice punt. Line drive goes returnable. Fielded across the 50 and cuts it up inside, picks up about 5 more. It'll be brought down at the 45 on the return. Is that Neifert? Yes, it is. Neifert on the return. All right, we'll see the Pinecrest offense for the 3rd time after forcing the 3 and out from Durham Jordan.
You know, me and Don, I gave Don a nickname last week, the Don Dada. We were talking about the jumbotrons at these schools. Man, we got to get Lee County on the map.
Come on. Who are you telling?
Man.
I'm thinking Remax Real Estate needs to step
I'm
up.
Definitely thinking. And Lamco.
Get out the checkbook, David Lamb.
Yeah.
All right, there's the hand. Nope, fake. There's a throw. Oh, and there was one of those, went for a touchdown in the Lee County game.
Definitely did.
That was Melton, the same guy that brought that in against Lee County after he popped it up in the air to himself. Melton unable to come up with it, and it'll be 2nd and 10. Looking at Mason Conan's stats throughout the season and watching the cut-ups, looking at film, having seen him live a couple times, very consistent. You know what you're going to get from him.
Yeah.
Only 3 picks on the year, hasn't thrown multiple picks in any game. What you're going to get somewhere around 150 yards and a touchdown or 2.
He doesn't force anything.
He doesn't. And, I asked him straight up, what is your best trait at quarterback? Good hard running there.
Yeah.
And that'll go all the way down close. Najir Seagraves, they're going to give him a first down, 10 on the carry. And Conan said all of it, everything. And I said, so arm, legs, leadership, all of it.
Oh, yeah.
Very confident young man, a lot of moxie, and a good quarterback who now with a year in this system, I think everybody around this program expects enormous things from next year as they sort of transcend and start even doing more multiple things on offense.
Agreed.
All right, Conan from the gun. Seagraves in it, tailback, 10 on his last carry. And he's up the middle, and good hard running. He'll have 5 more.
Well, I'll tell you, the mix-up that you get with Seagraves he runs a lot stronger. I would say he's that pounder, and that's where that fire comes from. And then he comes in and makes a total difference. They're two totally different backs.
Yeah, Spencer's got that make you miss, man.
Yes.
All right, Conan from the gun. Pulls it, screen coming. Has a man. It's out there on the far side, and he'll have about 8 and another first down. That's Ryan Spinelli on the catch.
It's not many times that you see starting the starting tailback also starting at the DB position in 4A.
Not at 4A.
You don't see that much. You don't see that much.
And as
at
a
all.
sophomore as well. That that speaks to his athleticism. That's why I say maybe the best football player as a sophomore in the state right now.
Yeah.
If there's somebody better, I'd love to see him.
Yeah.
You got, your number one corner, your number one tailback. He's not going to come off the field much. Like I said, he's not out there, and he's not out there just to provide coverage. It's a guy, and he gets shook that time. Neifert said, I hear all they're talking about you up in the booth, but you got to bring better than that. You got to get your head around, or I'm going to run right through that tackle, and he does. Neifert on the touchdown, 24 yards on the reception, and Pinecrest out to a 13-0 lead. They'll get you in the run game and do just enough in the pass game to keep you honest.
Oh, yeah.
Man coverage there. Blue was there to make a play and stop that for a minimal gain.
Got to wrap it up.
Neifert shook him off.
Got to wrap
Bad
it up.
angle. All right. Miller on to add the extra point. Hold us down, kick is up. Looks good from here. The officials agree. 14-0 Pinecrest. We'll take a quick break. You're watching the NFHS Game of the Week. The 23 Durham Jordan Falcons on the road at Pinecrest, the home 7 seed here in the East in North Carolina 4A playoffs. We'll see you on the other side of the break.
Back in the beautiful city of Southern Pines, North Carolina, where we have your Jordan Falcons down 14-0.
Oh, that was almost a disaster there.
Yeah, man.
Had one guy calling for a fair catch. That
could have been bad.
That was Blue signal for the fair catch. And you know what? I said it was Blue that got popped on that coverage. It wasn't. It was I'm not going to put him out there, but it was not a very move.
Don't do it. Yeah, Southern Pines is definitely known for a lot of great things, and Pinecrest football is one of those great things.
Yeah, Pinecrest, one of those legacy programs, particularly in the last 20 years. Chris Metzger was the head coach here for ages. Graduated, I think the last I saw, the best coverage I saw, 43 players went on to play college football out of this program over about a 17-year period.
That's great.
He's down in Montgomery County now, running the entire football program for the county.
Mm-hmm.
But a new era. And Nick Edens, I'm going to tell you, I have been impressed every time we've spoken.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think he plans on leaving here ever. I'm excited to see what he does with this program. A great, great guy. Very impressive man.
Well, I'll tell you what, the rain is starting to come a little harder.
Well, 2nd and 11, 1-yard loss on that first down carry. They're spread out here in Jordan, which doesn't mean much anymore, does it?
Nope.
You go 4 or 5 wide, doesn't mean you're not going to run the ball here. Back, slings it out there. Brought in, but the throw was low, didn't give anywhere to go. So 2 yards on the gain, or on the catch. Number 11, Ash Boa. And that's another 3rd and long, Jerry. This is not where they want to be.
That's going to be a problem.
You're almost, hoping. We're just going to run this thing and hope we can break a tackle and rip off a first down. All right, Vondi trying to get somebody to jump and make it a little easier. No luck. Now he's going to get serious, barking out signals. Here it comes. It's out of there. And I tell you what, Najim was all over that. Even if it were completed, it wasn't going anywhere. That linebacking group for Pinecrest just keeps getting better and better as the season goes on. All right. The punt team out for Jordan. Neifert back again to return. 3:24 to go in the first quarter here from Southern Pines. Not a great crowd out here, but there's a couple things working against it. One, it's Thursday night. A lot of people have to work. Then the other people are headed out of town for the Veterans Day weekend, and this weather is awful. Freed us up to go to Wilmington with Lee County this weekend. So I will be on the road Saturday morning down to Brunswick County as Lee County plays their second round game. Of course, their game was moved as well off of Friday, but theirs was moved to, that's a high hanger. Maybe wet hands there.
And I won't get to make that one, of course. That Campbell will be playing their last home game. So, of course, Jaden will be there. I'll be there. That's a 1 o'clock kickoff.
Who's Campbell got this weekend?
They have Gardner Webb.
I knew that.
Yes, sir.
All right. So you'll be doing more important things. I will be down there. I think we're going to make a day of it. Hang out in Wilmington, 6 o'clock kick. So I'll probably come back after the ball game.
Oh, yeah.
All right. Conant from again, second and 10. And there's the run. That's Seagraves, who will have good yards, about 6 on the carry.
He doesn't look as strong as he looks.
No, he doesn't. All right, there is a Falcon player down, and while they tend to him, we'll take a quick break. You're watching the NFHS Game of the Week. I'm Chris. This is Jerry. We will see you on the other side of the break.
Legal matters involving the family can be emotionally draining, complex, and difficult for all involved. Call the highly skilled attorneys at King Law Firm today. The call is free, the consultation is free, the advice is priceless. King Law Firm, we fight to make it right.
Legacy Commercial and Residential Construction. From concept to design, constructed to fit your lifestyle. We use only top quality finishes to make our house your home. Legacy Commercial and Residential Construction. The Sandhills residential and commercial builder of choice.
Are you ready to sell your home and don't know which realtor to choose? Well, not all realtors are the same. I'm Crystal Copas, and I don't just stick a sign in the yard, throw it in the MLS, and hope to collect a commission. I provide a customized marketing plan that includes professional staging, photography, videography, and drone at no cost to you. Contact me, Crystal Copas, with RE/MAX Real Estate Service, and let's get your house sold. 919-356-5402 or visit me at crystalcopas.com.
Leasing is the risk-free way to get a new Toyota at Pinehurst Toyota. When your lease is up, you could actually make a profit, or you can just turn it in and walk away. Plus, you can get a nicer vehicle for less money. Find out more at pinehursttoyota.com.
Welcome back to the Wilkinson Cadillac Game of the Week here in Pinecrest, or at Pinecrest High School in Southern Pines, right in the heart of Moore County. One of 3 high schools in Moore County. Mason Cone, junior quarterback, 3rd and 4. Almost got a jump. Conan back, drop, looks, got a man, throws it out there high, brought in. And that's those tall receivers. Is that Kniford again? I can't tell if that's 3 or 5 across the way, Jerry.
That's Kniford again.
There we go. It is Kniford, and I told you, multiple catches in every game except week 1, I believe, this year. Already has multiple catches tonight. Had the touchdown to cap the last drive. That time converts the big 3rd down, and it'll be 1st and 10 Pinecrest set up at the 24-yard line. Jordan not putting up a lot of resistance right now.
It's going to be a long night. I
tell you, those down linemen, too, man. It's cold, it's wet, and the more you stay out there, the rougher it gets. All right, here's the pitch up to the right. A little bit of space, knifes through, and that'll be a short gain on the run. Call it 4. Spencer, he just oozes superstar talent. Doesn't he, Jerry? I'm so excited to see this young man for the next couple of years. He is something else.
He also plays DB as well.
Well, I'm going to tell you right now, he won't be playing defensive back next year.
I believe it.
All right, so we've got 2nd and 7. High snap. The hand is to Spencer again. Spencer just silky smooth. And he'll be down near the 10-yard line and another Pinecrest first down. First down brought to you by Shed Depot all this year. Into the Remax red zone is Pinecrest again, already up 14-0. Looking to stretch this out, and I tell you, if they get up 21-0,
we'll have an early clock night.
I think you know it's interesting, man. We saw this conference this year. We saw the 4A sort of powerhouses, Pinecrest and Richmond, start slow. And I think that slow start sort of lulled everybody to sleep. And I think that across the entire East and maybe the state, people fell out of love with Sandhills Conference a little bit. You know, if you look at it on paper, Sandhills is one of the tougher conferences, particularly the East. And I think the records on their face, all these teams with 2 and 3 losses, you know, they're like, well, we don't have the undefeated team like 71st. I think maybe people slept on how good Pinecrest is. I mean, you're talking to have beat a good Hope County team in conference, a great Lee County team in conference, a great Scotland team in conference, a very, very good Richmond team in conference. You know, the losses that Pinecrest took this year were to top 25 teams in the state overall. And they've still gotten 9-2 at this point. And I think that there's some folks that slept on the Sandhills Conference, but on Pinecrest in particular. They stretched this out at 21-0. Maybe after tonight, they won't be sleeping anymore. Of course, Pinecrest's reward for getting through here tonight might be to travel to New Bern next week, and that's not going to be any fun. New Bern, number 2 seed in the East, awaits most likely. You don't want to go ahead and give them a win yet. But, all right, 20-0 Pinecrest. Still 6 seconds left in the first quarter. Miller on to add the extra point. The first 2 have been perfect. And that's up and true, and that'll stretch it to 21-0. We'll be back with the kickoff after these messages. Buddy.
Yes, sir.
On this track, being as wet as it is, you ain't going to break a long one, you can forget about it. They could play him out here in this mush for the next 3 days. And I guess 20 or 21. Oh, that's, yeah. I'm looking. All right, welcome back to Southern Pines, North Carolina. Pinecrest, the Patriots, in their home black and gold with the green trim, which never fits to me when you nickname them the Patriots, but whatever. It's their thing, and they wear it well. It's a beautiful facility out here. It's almost small college level out here when you roll up into this campus with the facilities and the rest of that.
Agreed.
Top shelf program with a lot of community support.
Tell you what, Jordan really needs some. They need a big play right now. They don't score on this drive.
They've got Blue positioned over there, hoping maybe he can get hands on it. That's a procedure call. That ball will be spotted at the 35-yard line. And we'll see if Marion Blue can get untracked. Had the one big run, went for about 20 yards, was called back on the holding penalty. Really hadn't done much in the passing game, running game, or anything else since then. Jordan, if I'm not mistaken, without a first down so far.
That is true.
We'll see if this will most likely be the last play of the first quarter. Five and change. 5.5 seconds left to go. Vondi from the gun. Real tight behind him is Blue. That's an interesting alignment. The hand is to Blue, and he cuts, picks, and there's a first down. Look at that.
There's a good
Tell you what,
Uh-oh.
faster than he looks, man.
Yes, sir. Big run right there.
He'll get 42 on that.
They needed that.
Did they?
They needed that.
All right, so on the last play of the first quarter, Marion Blue showing us that he is legit. He goes for 42 yards. I don't think anybody down there on the field figured out we have flip ends yet, but we do. That brings us to the end of one. Pinecrest Patriots up 21-0. Jordan trying to make this interesting. Threatening suddenly after the big run from their phenomenal sophomore tailback, Marion Blue. We will see you after the break and see if they can capitalize on this newfound field position.
Are you ready to sell your home and don't know which realtor to choose? Well, not all realtors are the same. I'm Crystal Copas, and I don't just stick a sign in the yard, throw it in the MLS, and hope to collect a commission. I provide a customized marketing plan that includes professional staging, photography, videography, and drone at no cost to you. Contact me, Crystal Copas, with RE/MAX Real Estate Service, and let's get your house sold. 919-356-5402 or visit me at crystalcopas.com.
Welcome back to the NFHS game week. Number 7, Pinecrest, the Patriots hosting. Number 23, Jordan Falcons. Been all Pinecrest so far, but for the first time tonight, Jordan's into Pinecrest field position, or field territory. It's been a long day, capping a long week. And you would think short week would be excited, man. Oof, it's been something, Jerry. I don't know about yours.
Well, you know, we missed you out here, man.
Man, it's been something. This is my first week back at work after a couple weeks out sick.
2 weeks.
I listened to you and Don during both telecasts. I appreciate all of the kind words. You guys are too kind, truly. All right, there's a carry, and that'll get positive yardage. Down about 5 yards on the carry. That was number 23. Luke Dale on the carry, not normally part of the running attack. Blue check back in. Vondi getting signals from the sideline. 2 wide left, 2 wide right for the Falcons in the red and white, moving from left to right across your screen. Blue tucked up in there. That's an interesting alignment.
Very close.
Very, very close. That is an interesting alignment. Not a common way of doing that. And Blue going to be stuffed, but not before he's down close to first down yardage. Let's see where they spot him. And looks like they're going to move the chains. That'll be a Shed Depot first down for the Falcons, and they're moving it. So I understand why you do that, but that's an interesting way of making that happen. Not a whole lot of room for the quarterback and the running back to work when you're running a straight handoff there. But you're not running the pistol where you've got your quarterback up closer to the line, but your running back's about where it would be out of the pistol. So an interesting twist there we see from Coach Allred's offense. There's Blue straight ahead, and he'll have about 5. Good hard running. Interesting, too, though, and I haven't seen enough Jordan tape to know if that's normally what they do. Mm-hmm. But an NFL team I watched that had been struggling with the run game, I actually commented to a friend of mine that they ought to do something like that. That's a little tighter than I saw, but one particular NFL team was lining up the quarterbacks, 6 yards off the line of scrimmage in the gun, and then the tailback's another 4 or 5 yards off of him.
Which team was that?
Cincinnati Bengals. And you know what Joe Mixon did this past week? After they did make an adjustment similar to this, he scored 5 touchdowns. It's all because of me, man. Not really, though. Luke Dale again, I believe, on the carry.
Well, I seem to not have any. I seem to not have anyone to talk to whenever we're talking NFL, because I have the only last undefeated team in the league right now.
Well, I would love to have some witty retort about that, but the Eagles are doing things, man.
Can't do it. Jalen Hurts, man.
I'm confused as to why anybody watched Jalen Hurts play quarterback in college and didn't think he could be an NFL quarterback.
He is a winner.
I don't understand why young men like that deceive the talent evaluators in the NFL. And
there he is.
I tell you what, Jordan, and this is not a team that typically uses a lot of other guys in the run game.
Yeah.
Amaris McMiller, the leading receiver for the team, gets a touch and gets good positive yardage, and I'll have him set up first and goal down at the 5-yard line. So Jordan throwing some wrinkles at us. McMiller there with the carry. He had 38 catches for 565 yards to lead this team. That time getting a touch in the run game. All right, Vondy from the gun. Blue right behind him. And there's going to be a tackle for loss.
There's nothing there.
And is that Baptist?
He's a monster.
Who is it? That's not Baptist, I don't think. Yes, it is. Jaden Baptist, who is
he's a monster, man.
He is a fun young man to be around. No shortage of confidence. Very direct in his assessment when you talk to him about opponents.
Yeah.
Really doesn't care who they're playing. Feels like if they do what they need to do and they play their game, there's nobody that can beat them. Among the leaders in every category on defense, tackles for loss, sacks.
He started off last week with a boom. I'm telling you, man. I mean, a big hit to start the game off.
Well, he is an impressive young man. He jumps off the tape at you. Just a junior. He'll be one of those. Well, he already is. Oh, my goodness. And I'm talking him up, and he just left 6 on the field. I'll get to talk to him about that one on Tuesday.
That was 6.
And if you think I won't give him grief about it, you're wrong. Jaden Baptist was about to show off his running back skills and take that one back to the house. There was nothing in front of him, and he will not soon forget that. All right. Big third down here. You remember this was 1st and goal with the 5. Now we're 3rd and goal from the 13. Jordan has done nothing in the pass game. I'm not sure I wouldn't run the thing twice here.
It's a definite.
All right. Man in motion. Vondy from the gun. Strong to the right. Going to fake to Blue. Gets it out of there, and that's going backwards.
Wow.
That's going backwards. That's that man again.
Wow.
I told you, buddy. Woof! Jaden Baptist putting his stamp on this game. Now you're at 4th and a mile.
Yep.
You're all the way from the 5 back to the 16. Jordan going to bring the field goal team out. And this is not something they do particularly well, Jerry Chalmers.
Special teams.
This is not something
Maybe.
1 of 1 on the season in field goal attempts.
1 of 1?
1 of 1.
Well, why not? Hey, playoffs.
29 and 36 on extra points. Greg Gitter is the kicker here. Pinecrest is going to be coming after this. And here comes the pressure. The kick is up. The kick is, did he get it? Did he keep it inside of there? He did. Now 2 of 2 on field goals for Gitter. And Jordan is on the board off the schneid, sir.
That looked good.
It did. 21-3 now is your count from Pinecrest. And let's stay here through the break, Jerry. I want to give you kind of time to kind of riff on what you've seen so far.
I've seen all Pinecrest. I mean, Jordan has put together a good last drive on this past drive right here. Big run play right before the end of the first quarter. Other than that, it has been all Pinecrest. I mean, after that drive, holding them to 3 points is huge. So, hey, I got to take my hat off to these guys, man.
All right.
Pinecrest came to play tonight.
They certainly did.
Definitely came to play.
They certainly did. Much like, we're accustomed to those Lee County Yellow Jacket players telling us their goal is state championship.
Yeah.
Pinecrest now a team that they're not afraid to tell you how good they feel they are and what their ceiling is. And this team believes they can play for a state championship. Now, whether or not they can remains to be seen.
Yeah.
They're looking good tonight, and I want to tell you, looking at the schedule, you look at Jordan and the teams they faced, teams that beat. Basically, they beat the teams they were supposed to beat if you look at it on paper.
Agreed.
They didn't really have a quality win. They finished 3rd in their conference coming in. That win against Jack Britt, though, man, jumps out. Jack Britt is a good squad this year.
Good.
Only 1 loss, and that was to 71st, who might be the best team in the East. And, yes, I meant what I just said.
I don't know, man.
They might be the best in the team in the East.
No.
They're the number 1 seed in 3A, and I'm not sure I'm confident a whole lot of 4A teams can beat them.
I like those guys out there in New Bern, man.
But, yeah, New Bern's tough now.
They are tough, man, defensively.
But, Jack Britt, only loss in conference play came there. They lost a couple of tough non-conference games, and Jordan dealt with them. Got past that. It was the best win for this young squad, and I say young squad because they're primary contributors on both sides of the ball. There really aren't a whole lot of seniors making a mark with this team. All right, Conan with the pass. This is Spinelli. Ooh, nice tackle. Is Marion Blue.
There he is.
Comes over there, and he laid a licking. And there's flag on the play.
Pass took a while to get out there.
It did. Well, it's a wet ball.
Yeah.
He hung that out there, but Blue read it well from his safety position. Came down there and popped Spinelli. Spinelli held on to it, but minimal gain, and I'm still not sure. Oh, looks like it's going – this is against the defense. I'm interested to see the call here. Nope.
No flag.
Well, they changed their minds. All right, so a couple on that pass completion. We'll give them about 4 on that. 2nd and 6 coming up.
This is one of those games you remember, too. It was cold, wet, rainy night.
Seagrave's in at tailback. Oh, everybody jumped. Well, now they're screaming for a false start. We'll see who got started first. Side just throws in his, flag well after everything happened. Sort this out, figure out who lured who across. Entire defense for Durham jumped. They're saying that it was the motion by the tight end that drew him off. Ilyas Kalila, the big tight end, second leading receiver for this team. But alas, it's 2nd and 1. Shift there by, and there they jumped again, man. You got to do better than that. And that's one of the defensive leaders for that Durham team, or that Jordan team that's gives up the free first down there. Wilder, given what you're up against, you can't give away.
You can't, man.
Conversions like that.
Back to back.
All right, 1st and 10. They're going to do the same thing. They create that heavy side. Oh, fake. Going down the middle. Oh, he held on to it too long.
And
man, Neifert ends up playing defense on there. Conan didn't trust his eyes. Nick Hedden's the head coach is telling him, throw the football.
Yeah, he definitely
He had Neifert wide open down the field, and I don't know why he pumped that and then led him across the field. If he leads him straight up the field, that's 6. So it was there, and the play action was fantastic.
Yeah, it was nice.
I love that. Not your traditional play action. Fake that pitch after creating that strong mismatched side over there.
Tell you what,
2nd and 10.
Got some nice plays in that playbook.
I'm impressed with Coach Edens, and for 1 year of having installed and kind of this whole machine here was built to run a particular offense that is nothing like what they're doing now, and to be this far into the playbook in year 1 is very impressive. And with a full offseason to get these guys into, positions that they're not accustomed to. And I believe that Coach Edens is a guy that will play to the strengths of his athletes and put guys in position for them to succeed. I am very excited about what this Pinecrest team can be for the next, 10 or 15 years. He didn't go anywhere. All right, Mason Conan from the gun, 3rd and 9. And offsides again. No, they're going to say he didn't cross into the neutral zone, and that's a gift. And I'm very, very surprised there wasn't an offsides call. The officials decided he didn't get far enough.
I wonder what has them so jumpy tonight.
Ain't no telling, buddy. All right, 4th and 9. So Jordan going to force the first punt of the night from Pinecrest. Marion Blue back with his heels on the 25-yard line. There's the punt. It's out as a high spinning kick, and not much. Oh, bad roll for Pinecrest. Checks up at the 26. Jordan will take over 1st and 10. All right, got to get something going here. You got the field goal, 21-3. You got 5.5 minutes to go. Jordan can walk this thing down the field, get a touchdown. They do get the ball to start the second half. Of course, if you're Pinecrest, you get out to a quick start. 3 scores on the board. Now you're starting to flounder a little bit on offense. All right, 1st and 10 for the Falcons. Luke Dale in at tailback. Vondy surveys the defense, takes the snap, hands to Dale inside. Ooh, slips out of a tackle. Pinecrest defender missed a chance for a big play, got his hands on him, but couldn't bring him down. Dale with positive yardage, picks up about 4 on the play. Jerry, who's the best team you've seen in person this year?
In person. I don't know. I mean, probably Pinecrest.
Okay.
If I stay, you know, as far as what I've seen personally throughout, you know.
Ooh, Vondy.
Wow.
Probably should have taken what he got.
Yeah.
Had positive yardage, then ducked back, gave up a yard or two. He'll get positive yardage there to be third and short coming up. You say probably Pinecrest.
Yeah.
Finish your thought.
Now, I've watched other teams play, not live.
All right. Who's the best team you've seen then, not in person?
St. John Bosco.
Okay, well, I'm talking about North Carolina.
Charlotte Catholic. That's the best team I've actually watched.
Charlotte Catholic,
Charlotte
I
Catholic.
believe, is going home tonight.
I think that's a possibility.
I think their run is going to come to an end, but I could be wrong. Best team I've seen this year, 71st. And it's not close. I think 71st has got a special ball club there, special athletes, and I would be stunned if anybody beats them in the East. But you never can tell.
I'll tell you right.
I'd stunned is too strong a word. I mean, you get to this point in the playoffs, once you get into the third round of the playoffs in particular, anything can happen. I mean, that's all good ball clubs.
I agree.
And it's about matchups and field position or field conditions and everything else. But 71st, to me, is the best team I've seen down in Fayetteville. I am very impressed with them.
Their running back, Anthony Quinn Jr., I've been knowing him since he's, probably 5 years old.
Really?
Workhorse, man. I mean, I have not seen no kid that can outwork him. He does not mind putting in the training. And right now, we have Scotland over Terry Sanford, 20-15 at the end of the first quarter.
Scotland, man, is going to score a lot of points. If you can't keep up with them, they will outscore you eventually. Terry Sanford is a team that's up and down. It's always hard to tell what you got with those guys. Terry Sanford a few years ago really kind of turned into a powerhouse. Now they're kind of a second-tier school in Fayetteville almost.
Yeah.
Been a shift over there.
Well, I tell you, man, they have the best quarterback in the state of North Carolina, and I mean that.
That's high praise, sir.
I mean that.
All right, first down on the carry from Blue, I believe. Yeah, is he going to get that spot? I think he will.
Also watched him as a kid coming up. Garcia, he trained every day, man.
Well, you all saw
a
pretty good doggone high school quarterback last week. You and Don with Ty Little leading Laney to within a breath of knocking off Pinecrest last week.
Man.
I watched the replay, man, and it just doesn't make sense.
Man, he was that good.
It sometimes seemed like he was the smallest guy on the field, but the best athlete, the heady ball player, always made the right play and just did enough all the time. Really impressive ball player.
Good run around the outside.
Blue forced out of bounds, and Jordan kind of leaning on him a little bit now.
Yeah.
2.5 to go in the half, and like I said, if they can pull this to 21-10, they do get the ball to start the second half. This game is probably being played at the pace Jordan would like. The problem is they spotted the Patriots a 21-0 lead.
Yeah. Not what.
Coach Allred taxiing players in and out of there on that offense at the skill positions, including at tailback, where Blue has not necessarily been the guy. He's lined up in the Wildcat right now. Now, Blue threw a touchdown pass last week against Jack Britt. He's going to pull it. He's going to run it and breaks out of one tackle. Uh-oh. He's down the sideline, and he just keeps on going. All right. 15 more maybe on the carry. Where are they going to spot him? It's hard to tell. He's an impressive young man. He's going to check out. Dale will come back in at tailback. Vondy back in there at his quarterback position. 2:26 to go. Clock stopped. Plenty of time on the clock. Jordan, neither team's used a timeout so far, so plenty of time. Save for a couple incompletions by Pinecrest, this game has just really kind of sped along.
Yeah.
They set. There's the hand to Dale. Nothing there. Picks up 1.5 yards or so against that Pinecrest front. Baptist climbs off the pile first, having a really good first half.
And just, you know, the winner of this game, as we were talking to earlier, will face the winner of the Hogarth-New Bern game. And New Bern, quarter number 3, up 21-0.
Not surprised. Hogarth with a tough draw there. 2:03 to go. Jordan will spend their first timeout, take a break, see what they can dial up. 2nd and 8 when we come back. You're watching the NFHS Game of the Week.
Jen Ritchie and her staff at Everything Pines can show you all the Southern Pines, Pinehurst, Aberdeen, and Bass have to offer. A trusted real estate professional with over a decade of experience. Each client receives a customized marketing plan featuring professional photography, drone footage, and floor plans designed just for them. For more information, go to everythingpinespartners.com and check out one of the hundreds of reviews. Everything Pines, showcasing the Sand Hills.
Legal matters involving the family can be emotionally draining, complex, and difficult for all involved. Call the highly skilled attorneys at King Law Firm today. The call is free, the consultation is free, the advice is priceless. King Law Firm, we fight to make it right.
Welcome back to Southern Pines, North Carolina. Chris Delambert on the call tonight, play-by-play, joined by my good friend and color man extraordinaire, Jerry Chalmers.
I am here. So I know we were talking about 71st.
Yes, sir.
Who's facing right now J.H. Rose.
Yeah, if you're J.H. Rose, got to be a little annoyed by that matchup.
Oh, nice run. Well, I tell you what, I don't quite know what the score is right now. They have it 105-13.
I don't think it's 105. It could be 105-13.
Which I'm very sure.
Who's up in that game?
They did not score. 71st did not score 89 points in the first quarter. So once they fix that, we'll see. Let's see.
All right. Another first down carry for Blue in this Jordan offense. 1st and 10, just inside the Remax red zone. Vondi fakes, looking for the screen. Got a man.
Nice one.
Slips the tackle. That's touchdown.
Touchdown.
Look at there. That's Maris McMiller, the junior wide receiver. Man, threw that into traffic, and he man, calm. Just picked his way through there, in for the touchdown, and we got ourselves a ball game, Jerry. 21-9, 1:41 to go in the quarter. Jordan looking to add the extra point and play some defense. And yeah, 2-score ball game at the half after that start, man, that'd be tough to turn your nose up at.
Hey, I didn't see it. I thought,
buddy, I was ready to get out.
Me too.
Stories about yesterday and talk about NFL and fantasy football and the rest of that. Jordan said, "Hold up, guys. All right, kick us up. Kick is good. 21-10. Pinecrest up, but only 11. A little less than half of what was a 21-point lead just 5 minutes ago, it seems like. All right, we'll be back with the kickoff after these messages. Pinecrest 21, Jordan 10.
Legacy Commercial and Residential Construction. From concept to design, constructed to fit your lifestyle. We use only top quality finishes to make our house your home. Legacy Commercial and Residential Construction. The Sand Hills residential and commercial builder of choice.
All right, welcome back. Pinecrest will receive the kickoff. Jordan trying to hold on here. They played good defense the last little bit of this first half. Looking for one more stand and hoping to go into the half only down 11 with the ball coming back to him. Get her to kick. Slow approach. Orange shoes. Puts one of those orange boots into it. It's a high spinner or a skips across. Here comes the return.
Definitely outran his blocking.
And yep, ran up right up through those blockers. That was a disjointed, slow return. Everything, the timing was messed up. Gets forward progress out to the 20, but Pinecrest now. First of all, you don't want to panic and do something silly and turn it over here.
Right.
you might be hesitant to put the ball in the air and kill the clock with an incompletion. Of course, you might go for the jugular and try to get a big play down the field here because they've got big, tall receivers, length, speed, good ball skills. And they're going to hand on first down, and that's Seagraves, and the ball is out. Oof. Johnny on the spot. Pinecrest gets the first big break of the night. And that was Spinelli that fell on it and saved a disaster with about 1:20 to go. Clock will continue to run. 2nd and 5. If you get a good stop here, if you're Jordan, you got to contemplate taking one of those timeouts. Got 2 left. Pinecrest with the full complement of 3. Brings man in motion. Conan, hands. Ooh, had a chance to make a play in the backfield. They're still going to stop him for no gain. 3rd and 5 coming up, and let's see what Jordan does here. There's a timeout coming. They blow it. Nope. They're not going to use a timeout. They're calling for a new football. Clock continues to run inside, 40 seconds to go. About a 10-second difference between the play clock. Surprised that Jordan didn't use a timeout there, Jerry, or are you not tempting fate?
I'm not tempting fate.
All right. 3rd and 4. Want to walk this all the way down to the end of the play clock? He doesn't. Conan's going to leave some meat on the bone. If they don't convert here, Jordan's going to get it back. And, oh, no, there he goes. There he goes. That's what you couldn't afford to happen if you're Jordan, and he's going to go all the way.
Almost got it.
Touchdown, Pinecrest. Zamir Spencer, the sophomore phenom, 64 yards on the touchdown. 74 yards on the touchdown. Dagger. Oh, what a gut punch. On a wet track. Just enough speed to get past that last defender, and with 10 ticks to go in the first half, Pinecrest with a haymaker. Wow. And you got to think, Jerry, they were looking to run the clock out.
Oh, yeah.
Wow. You got to wrap up, man. Woof. Kick is up, kick is good, 28-10. That was a heck of a turn of events, Jerry Chalmers.
Well, we know we will all witness to the big plays that Pinecrest can pull off unexpectedly.
Oh, and the body language over on the other side of the field tells us.
Yeah, it hurts.
Wow, that one hurt. All the momentum going with Jordan there. All they had to do was get out of the first half, regroup. At 21-10, you come in, put a touchdown on the board. This is a brand-new ball game, and now you go in down 3 scores. Giving that up, that's tough to overcome. Man, oh, man, oh, man. Now, they can flip it around with a big play on special teams here of their own.
It'll take a huge play.
They've been moving Blue around, trying to get him a shot at a return here. Pinecrest has been kicking it short of him. Oriented to the camera up on the far side as one of the returners, or as the returner. They've got him way up there by the sticks, number 15. Can you pan out or get to the left just so you can get him included in the shot and show where he's positioned? Up there by the sticks. That's where Blue's positioned. Problem is, Pinecrest knows that too. They've been kicking it close to him, but not deep. They're lined up and oriented like they're going to do it. I'd kick it the other direction. I'm going to tell you right now. And
I get it right to him.
Kicks it right to him. I'm stunned. All right, Blue with a chance to do something here. He's
not
running
today.
through tackles and dragging a tackler. He's back to midfield, and there's a flag on there. It's either a hold or a face mask, one of the two.
Look like a little face mask.
1 second to go in the half when we unpack all this and figure out what just happened. But Blue with a nice return. Jerry, what are you doing there?
I am looking for you a couple of halftime updates of big games. And I'm thinking it is 16-13, 71st at J.H. Rose.
Well, J.H. Rose, man, surprisingly low-seeded this year. We've been paying attention to that game because should Lee County get past North Brunswick, if I'm not mistaken, they get the winner of 71st J.H. Rose, right?
That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, nobody wants that. And, of course, if you're either one of those teams, you're too like, how do we draw Lee County down here? We weren't supposed to get a team like that. North Brunswick's got to be beside themselves. But Lee County not the Lee County they've been the last couple of years, but they can beat anybody on any given Friday night.
They can.
All right, so offsetting penalty. Are we going to kick that? Re-kick the thing. Wow. Well, all right. Not a whole lot of flags in this first half. And Pinecrest going to kick it again. I'm not going to give Coach Edens advice about anything that goes on between those sidelines, but, buddy, I'm not kicking it to 15. No chance.
Yeah, that's crazy.
No chance. Maybe this is like the Rocky strategy. They want him to punch himself out.
It could be he stays on the field.
He does, man.
So you kind of want to wear him down. If anything, make him, force him to beat you, and let's see how long he can ride that train.
I'm going to kick this thing about 7 yards is what I'm going to do. Let it bounce around just a little bit and get to halftime. Get out of here with an 18-point lead. That's what I'm doing.
Last week they were kicking it out the end zone.
Well, I mean, it's wet and it's nasty.
Yeah.
I mean, if you come out here trying to do that, the other problem you got is, it's a slow track being so wet out there, but that doesn't make covering kicks any easier than it does returning them.
Get the slide.
Man, if I was a little younger, I'd hang out the window and photobomb the folks down in front of us. I don't know if I'm too old or just too lazy. All right, so we'll wind this up and do it again. Ran about 9 of the 10.5 seconds off on that last kickoff. Blue lined up back there in the same spot, back as the left side return man. On the other side is Omaris McMiller, who's also a big play threat. And maybe that's it. I mean, based on speed, maybe
Miller
they figure
the
if you put it in Blue's hands, he might get a whole bunch of yards, but he's not going to run past everybody. Maybe that's the thing. I don't know. Given his running style, it would take a lot for him to get a touchdown on one of these. Miller to kick. And nope, going to kick it right down there to the other side. And they're skipping around. Boy, that's dangerous, though. I tell you what, if he makes one man miss there,
that's what I was thinking myself.
All right, it's killed at the 10-yard line, and Pinecrest will get to the half, up 28-10. Not a huge surprise, but I tell you, this game was a whole lot closer than that just a couple minutes ago before the huge run by Zamir Spencer to put him up another touchdown. We'll go to the halftime with them. We'll be right back on the other side with the King Law Firm halftime show. And Jerry Chalmers can spit all kinds of ridiculous, ludicrous knowledge about the game of football and what we saw in the first half. We'll see you right back here with the King Law Firm halftime show after this break.
At the Shed Depot of North Carolina, we believe there's a better way to buy a shed, where all the selection, all the quality, and all the service are in one convenient location to make your buying experience easy. Our 3-acre sales center has over 60 sheds in stock, and if you don't see what you need, our sales experts can guide you through the custom design process to meet your unique needs. Get started today at ShedDepotNC.com.
Legacy Commercial and Residential Construction. From concept to design, constructed to fit your lifestyle. We use only top quality finishes to make our house your home. Legacy Commercial and Residential Construction. The Sandhills residential and commercial builder of choice.
Legal matters involving the family can be emotionally draining, complex, and difficult for all involved. Call the highly skilled attorneys at King Law Firm today. The call is free, the consultation is free, the advice is priceless. King Law Firm, we fight to make it right.
Welcome to the NFHS Network's halftime show, brought to you by King Law and New Image Media.
All right, welcome to the King Law Firm halftime show. Jerry,
Man,
we thought for a moment we were going to have one of those games.
it looked like it. It looked like it.
It looked like it might get out of hand really fast. And Jordan kind of pumped the brakes. They got into their rhythm, started running the ball, had success with it, not just with Blue. They score on the big screen pass. That's where their lone touchdown comes from. But 28-10, Fire and Iceman doing their thing. But in particular, Fire.
Ice.
Oh, he's Ice?
He's Ice.
How did I get this right,
Spencer's
man?
Ice.
Zamir Spencer,
Fire.
Ice.
Yeah.
Najir Seagrave's been impressive, but, man, wow.
Yeah, man.
Zamir Spencer is a nightmare for defense.
If he breaks out, it's hard to catch him.
Yeah, he's silky smooth athlete, and he showed 74 on the touchdown to put Pinecrest up 28-10. And really, truly, when you look at it, Jordan may be fortunate it's not worse than that. Couple of plays left out there. There was a touchdown down the middle of the field. Conan didn't get the ball out soon enough.
Agree.
Of course, it's a wet, rainy, nasty, windy night, so it's kind of hard to criticize. But Pinecrest really, really, for most of that half, dominated. Not a big surprise when you're a 7 hosting a 23. Right. But Jordan, we came to see a Marion Blue.
They settled down a little. I mean, Jordan settled down a little.
Yeah.
The defense kind of locked in a little better. They just happened to give up a big play right there. Before that, Pinecrest punted the ball. They did force them to punt. So, they got their body language started to change a little bit, and then that big run right there at the end.
It's a tough one to deal with. But, Jordan gets the ball to come out in the second half.
Yeah.
They got to establish a run, do just enough in the pass game to keep that defense honest. But I crowed about how good this Pinecrest linebacking core was before the ball game. They haven't disappointed. Jaden Baptist, I keep wanting to call him Baptiste.
Yeah,
There's no E on there. Jaden Baptist, who's a heck of a ball player, heck of a human being. He's led the way. Splash plays on that defense. Another one left that interception for a touchdown on the table. I'm going to talk to him about it.
He did.
But very impressive. Has led the way. Those linebackers, they know what they're seeing. They don't waste steps. They get to the ball. And the thing that gets me with those linebackers is you see them make a play on the left side of the formation. You're like, wait a minute. He lined up all – they flow so well. Yeah. Really good group. They're doing their thing. They're keeping, for the most part, the Jordan run game in check. I don't know that Jordan's got the weapons in the passing game. We saw the screen, but they haven't even tried to get the ball down the field. Everything they've thrown has been within about 5 yards of the line of scrimmage, and I don't know in the second half down 3 scores that's going to be enough. But that's why we play the ball games, generally on Fridays, but sometimes on Thursdays. So we'll be back for it. Any observations, expectations, anything you want to talk about?
I'm ready for the third quarter.
I'm ready too, man. Let's send DoorDash to go get us some food, and we will be back with the second half. It's been the King Law Firm halftime show. I'm Chris. This is Jerry. Thanks for hanging out with us. We'll see you on the other side.
Welcome to the NFHS Network's halftime show, brought to you by King Law and New Image Media.
Legal matters involving the family can be emotionally draining, complex, and difficult for all involved. Call the highly skilled attorneys at King Law Firm today. The call is free, the consultation is free, the advice is priceless. King Law Firm, we fight to make it right.
Buy your next new or used car the way you want to buy with the Pinehurst Toyota Smart Buy program. Visit PinehurstToyota.com and choose or build the vehicle you want. Try the Pinehurst Toyota Smart Buy. It's the easiest way to buy your next new or used car.
If you've been injured in a car crash, the personal injury lawyers at King Law Firm will fight to get you the compensation you deserve. Call King Law Firm today. The call is free, the consultation is free, the advice is priceless. King Law Firm, we fight to make it right.
Everything Pines Realty presents the post-game show on the NFHS Network. Brought to you by New Image Media. Legacy Commercial and Residential Construction. From concept to design, constructed to fit your lifestyle. We use only top quality finishes to make our house your home. Legacy Commercial and Residential Construction. The Sand Hills residential and commercial builder of choice.
At King Law Firm, we draft wills and healthcare power of attorney to protect individuals' wishes. Call King Law Firm today. The call is free, the consultation is free, the advice is priceless. King Law Firm, we fight to make it right.
At the Shed Depot of North Carolina, we believe there's a better way to buy a shed, where all the selection, all the quality, and all the service are in one convenient location to make your buying experience easy. Our 3-acre sales center has over 60 sheds in stock, and if you don't see what you need, our sales experts can guide you through the custom design process to meet your unique needs. Get started today at ShedDepotNC.com.
Are you ready to sell your home and don't know which realtor to choose? Well, not all realtors are the same. I'm Crystal Copas, and I don't just stick a sign in the yard, throw it in the MLS, and hope to collect a commission. I provide a customized marketing plan that includes professional staging, photography, videography, and drone at no cost to you. Contact me, Crystal Copas, with RE/MAX Real Estate Service, and let's get your house sold. 919-356-5402 or visit me at crystalcopas.com.
Ace Hardware in Southern Pines and Seven Lakes is the #1 backyard and barbecue Ace Hardware store in the U.S., featuring Traeger, Big Green Egg, and Weber grills, with a full line of Magnolia Home Chalk and interior paints by Chip and Joanna Gaines, and a full line of Benjamin Moore paint. We feature a complete line of Steel and Ego power tools.
Visit Randy and Jill Saunders or Kathy Thompson in Southern Pines or Seven Lakes.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
Buy your next new or used car the way you want to buy with the Pinehurst Toyota Smart Buy program. Visit PinehurstToyota.com and choose or build the vehicle you want. Try the Pinehurst Toyota Smart Buy. It's the easiest way to buy your next new or used car.
Legal matters involving the family can be emotionally draining, complex, and difficult for all involved. Call the highly skilled attorneys at King Law Firm today. The call is free, the consultation is free, the advice is priceless. King Law Firm, we fight to make it right.
Buy your next new or used car the way you want to buy with the Pinehurst Toyota Smart Buy program. Visit PinehurstToyota.com and choose or build the vehicle you want. Try the Pinehurst Toyota Smart Buy. It's the easiest way to buy your next new or used car.
If you've been injured in a car crash, the personal injury lawyers at King Law Firm will fight to get you the compensation you deserve. Call King Law Firm today. The call is free, the consultation is free, the advice is priceless. King Law Firm, we fight to make it right.
Everything Pines Realty presents the Post-Game Show on the NFHS Network. Brought to you by New Image Media. Legacy Commercial and Residential Construction. From concept to design, constructed to fit your lifestyle. We use only top quality finishes to make our house your home. Legacy Commercial and Residential Construction. The Sandhills residential and commercial builder of choice.
At King Law Firm, we draft wills and healthcare power of attorney to protect individuals' wishes. Call King Law Firm today. The call is free, the consultation is free, the advice is priceless. King Law Firm, we fight to make it right.
At the Shed Depot of North Carolina, we believe there's a better way to buy a shed, where all the selection, all the quality, and all the service are in one convenient location to make your buying experience easy. Our 3-acre sales center has over 60 sheds in stock, and if you don't see what you need, our sales experts can guide you through the custom design process to meet your unique needs. Get started today at ShedDepotNC.com.
Are you ready to sell your home and don't know which realtor to choose? Well, not all realtors are the same. I'm Crystal Copas, and I don't just stick a sign in the yard, throw it in the MLS, and hope to collect a commission. I provide a customized marketing plan that includes professional staging, photography, videography, and drone at no cost to you. Contact me, Crystal Copas, with RE/MAX Real Estate Service, and let's get your house sold. 919-356-5402 or visit me at crystalcopas.com.
Ace Hardware in Southern Pines and Seven Lakes is the #1 backyard and barbecue Ace Hardware store in the U.S., featuring Traeger, Big Green Egg, and Weber grills, with a full line of Magnolia Home Chalk and interior paints by Chip and Joanna Gaines, and a full line of Benjamin Moore paint. We feature a complete line of steel and Ego power tools.
Visit Randy and Jill Saunders or Kathy Thompson in Southern Pines or Seven Lakes.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
Buy your next new or used car the way you want to buy with the Pinehurst Toyota Smart Buy program. Visit PinehurstToyota.com and choose or build the vehicle you want. Try the Pinehurst Toyota Smart Buy. It's the easiest way to buy your next new or used car.
Legal matters involving the family can be emotionally draining, complex, and difficult for all involved. Call the highly skilled attorneys at King Law Firm today. The call is free, the consultation is free, the advice is priceless. King Law Firm, we fight to make it right.
Buy your next new or used car the way you want to buy with the Pinehurst Toyota Smart Buy program. Visit PinehurstToyota.com and choose or build the vehicle you want. Try the Pinehurst Toyota Smart Buy. It's the easiest way to buy your next new or used car.
If you've been injured in a car crash, the personal injury lawyers at King Law Firm will fight to get you the compensation you deserve. Call King Law Firm today. The call is free, the consultation is free, the advice is priceless. King Law Firm, we fight to make it right.
Jen Ritchie and her staff at Everything Pines can show you all the Southern Pines, Pinehurst, Aberdeen, and Bass have to offer. A trusted real estate professional with over a decade of experience. Each client receives a customized marketing plan featuring professional photography, drone footage, and floor plans designed just for them. For more information, go to everythingpinespartners.com and check out one of the hundreds of reviews. Everything Pines, showcasing the Sand Hills. Legacy Commercial and Residential Construction. From concept to design, constructed to fit your lifestyle. We use only top quality finishes to make our house your home. Legacy Commercial and Residential Construction. The Sand Hills residential and commercial builder of choice.
At the Shed Depot of North Carolina, we believe there's a better way to buy a shed, where all the selection, all the quality, and all the service are in one convenient location to make your buying experience easy. Our 3-acre sales center has over 60 sheds in stock, and if you don't see what you need, our sales experts can guide you through the custom design process to meet your unique needs. Get started today at ShedDepotNC.com.
Legacy Commercial and Residential Construction. From concept to design, constructed to fit your lifestyle. We use only top quality finishes to make our house your home. Legacy Commercial and Residential Construction. The Sand Hills residential and commercial builder of choice.
Leasing is the risk-free way to get a new Toyota at Pinehurst Toyota. When your lease is up, you could actually make a profit, or you can just turn it in and walk away. Plus, you can get a nicer vehicle for less money. Find out more at PinehurstToyota.com.
So you've got 1st and 23 coming up now for Pinecrest. In at tailback. Is it Padgett in at tailback?
Oh, yeah, still
it
is.
is. Wow, okay. Padgett is their sort of gadget guy. Not a whole lot of carries in the run game, from a traditional set like that. But he is a big play potential type guy.
Oh, yeah.
Can that be right? I have him with no carries.
It can't be right. He carried the ball 2 or 3 times last game, I know for sure. On reverses, as you spoke earlier.
All right, Conan out of the end zone. Throws
Wow.
that out.
Oh, man, that was 6.
Oh, my.
That was 6.
Wow. Zayas Webb had a chance to turn this game around.
Wow.
Just one of those bad breaks, man. That oblong-shaped pigskin. Woof.
I thought he would have seen Padgett off to his right in the flats.
All right. Slow snap. That screws everything up. Now Conan's going to tuck and run. Doesn't go how far to go. He's
flipped.
upended. Nice stop there by McMiller, one of those two-way players for Jordan.
Oh, yeah.
And
3 and out.
other than the fact that they ran some clock off of there, not a whole lot of damage. Jordan going to get the ball on a short field here. They've got Blue back to receive. He'll set up around midfield.
I'm still waiting to see that big play from him right now.
Yeah, I mean, we saw the 42-yarder that set up the field goal.
Yeah.
And you see, I mean, it's always positive yardage, but that's a high kick. He's going to have a chance to return it. Puts it on the ground, and the wheels are coming off. Man, oh, man, oh, man, oh, man. You got to commit. Yeah, you got to go get that thing or let it go, and he kind of got caught in between, tried to bring it in low.
Yeah.
And that's a tough break for Jordan as Pinecrest is essentially going to pick up a first down. But the turnover there on the muffed punt, man, that's tough.
That's
tough
tough,
break
man.
for Jordan. You know, and you're talking about something happened in 90 seconds or so after they had a walk-in touchdown that got bobbled away.
Yeah.
Ball just not bouncing the Falcons' direction.
2 turnovers real quick.
Man,
Back-to-back
oh, man, oh, man.
possessions. That's
Right.
tough.
So Pinecrest now, 5:59 to go. Hadn't been pretty, but they've managed to burn half the third quarter, which is an important piece here with Jordan down 3 touchdowns. That toss is out there wide and going to be run out of bounds at about the 46-yard line.
Padgett getting his share of carries tonight.
Padgett is getting his touches, and he is an electric guy. All right, Conan from the gun. Hands and sneaking through there. Get back to the line of scrimmage and nothing more. Good run defense there from Jordan. One of the guys we haven't talked about tonight that jumps out statistically, number 65 for Jordan, right there in the middle of that defensive line.
Oh, yeah.
That is a guy, if you're a football nerd in North Carolina, to keep your eyes on for the next couple of years. That's Noah Clark, freshman defensive lineman.
Ooh-wee.
9 tackles for losses, another couple, 2.5 sacks coming in, and he's a load, man. Good hands, good build. They're going to put another 30 or 40 pounds on him. He is a guy that's got a chance to play some Saturday football. There goes Padgett.
Flag down.
Might get to the house. He's going to get in there. There's a flag. That came out quick. That may not be a hold. Maybe a formation issue. We're about to find out what the call is. I think Coach Eden believes it's on him. He had players running out there for the extra point. He called them back over. I think we're going to have a formation, some sort of procedure call is what I'd guess. They picked one of these up earlier. They're talking about it.
He nearly fumbled that handoff as well.
Yep. But that's why they've got 16 in there, is for that type of effect. You know, this one's coming back.
I'll tell you what, number 11 on Jordan.
The illegal shift.
Oh, that's
wow.
tough. Wow, that's tough.
Coach Edens wants an explanation. Yeah, he's trying to get the official's attention. I think he's going to get timeout. I think he wants to talk to him about this. He's either wanting to talk to the official or talk to his offense. He's not happy about something. I stay here during the break. I want to see how this goes down.
Well, I'm telling you
what. He is headed straight out to the White Hat. He wants to talk to him.
Coming back in.
And that wind is picking up. That rain is still hanging out there in the air. And Nick Edens is unhappy. That's kind of the breakdown of everything. All umbrellas popping out everywhere here as this rain is starting to pick up. And it's coming down harder, but it's still just kind of hanging in the air. I don't know. Is the camera picking that up? Can we see it on camera? You can see it out the window. I tell you what. See if you can catch that against the darkness over there. It's wet out there right now. It's nasty and it's cold. And congratulations to everybody who's here in attendance that's braving this tonight, because this is not what you want to be sitting in. Field's holding up well so far. There's some dark patches out there, but no standing water yet. Probably, given what we're seeing, probably not a bad idea that they moved this game to tonight instead of letting this go on for 24 hours before they play tomorrow.
Definitely.
All right. Well, Coach Edens was heard. He said his piece, didn't do any good. Ball still marked back at midfield, 2nd and 15 coming up, and a 55 or 45-yard touchdown wiped off the board. Padgett's still in there at tailback. There's a snap, pitch. He's going to get another shot at this. Got work to do. Woof. Ducked right between.
Wow.
Going to get 11 on the carry. And, well, they're going to give him good forward progress. This is a heck of a spot. They're going to give him almost 13 on the carry. That'll bring you 3rd and short. And that last 6 or 7 yards he got doing a low crawl, man.
Got to play it down.
All right, got to play her down for Jordan. He's going to get up and walk it off. All right, so we'll stay right here. I would imagine they'll whistle him right back out there. Footing gets bad, man, for the big guys. It gets tough out there, doesn't it, Jerry?
It does.
3rd and 3 on the 38-yard line as we get back to action here.
Another update. Scotland now up 34-29 over Terry Sanford.
Well, Terry Sanford, if you're a Terry Sanford fan, you're going to have to keep putting more points on the board.
Yes,
Scotland will score.
They're going to score.
You made the statement you hadn't seen a better group of backs than what you were watching tonight.
I had to correct it, man.
Buddy,
sometimes we talk too fast.
Jones and Primus down there in Scotland are nasty, and the quarterback play down there, Carter Ravel, has turned out to be the perfect guy to run that offense.
Yeah.
I mean, he does everything right mechanically and has athletes that he distributes the ball to. That offense is just tough to stop. Scotland tries to do just enough on defense in terms of splash plays to knock you off a possession. So, and that's the big back that you talked about in the pregame. Jalen Morgan leads the team with 12 rushing touchdowns.
And the formation I was trying to speak up, the Wildcat. That's what
that
he
is
runs
what you
out
meant,
of.
sir. Morgan comes in, only had 56 carries, 4th or 5th on the team in carries, but the most touchdowns because they use him in that package down at the goal line.
Oh yeah,
they're gonna do it now.
They're gonna run it down
consecutively. They're down to about the 15-yard line. There goes Morgan again. Got a nose for the end zone. He's inside the 5. Keep doing it, Coach.
Oh, they're gonna do it again.
They're gonna do it again.
Yeah.
Nick Edens old school, man. If you can't stop it until you show me you can stop it, I'm gonna keep running it inside the Remax red zone. Pinecrest trying to get a quick touchdown here. 4:10 to go in the 3rd quarter. Already up 28-10. I'm careful about early calls, man, or I try to be. There's Morgan throwing people around. Debo and folks down to about the 2-yard line. 35-10, man. Is there any way home for Jordan if they go down 25 here?
No.
Oh, well, all right.
I just want to be very blunt about it. No.
All right, Jordan looking for a splash play. Ball's been out a couple of times on both sides. Ball's hit the turf. It's gotten a little sloppy here as the elements have gotten worse. And probably, not a bad idea to run the Wildcat. That takes an exchange away, which is one of the – oh, there it goes!
He took it. There it is.
I said that ball come out, and that's blue. That strips it away. You're going to have to do something to take him down, or he could go to distance. He's gone.
Distance.
Wow.
What a play.
95 yards by Marion Blue. whose turnover looked to have turned this game on its ear, and now 28-16. Who did I say was the best sophomore football player in the state?
You said it. And I just said we need to see him with a big play.
Your Honor, I have nothing more.
Look at that there.
Nothing
95
further.
yards.
Man, oh, man, oh, man.
Took right out of his hands.
Wow.
You know the movie Dumb and Dumber? How do you do that and totally redeem yourself? That is it right there, man.
Man, oh, man, oh, man. I think Jordan's going to go for 2 here. They're looking at the math. If they get 2 here to cut it to 10. Yep, they're trying to get the offense back out there. Plenty of time. The play clock hadn't even started yet. Now it's down 22. They got plenty of time to get set up here. Coach Justin Allred doing the math, looking here. Rather than cut it to 11, they want to cut it to 10. There's the snap. There's the throw. And that is converted. Omaris McMiller cuts it to 10. It is 28-18, and, man, what a momentum swing.
I was about to just say, man.
Buddy, you know what? We did that. We spoke that into existence, said another touchdown for Pinecrest is over. Well,
he took it the next play.
Man, oh, man, oh, man. That's why I love me some high school football, Jerry Chalmers.
Yes, sir.
Buddy, let's take a break. We'll be back. It's a wild one here in Southern Pines, y'all.
Yeah.
At the Shed Depot of North Carolina, we believe there's a better way to buy a shed, where all the selection, all the quality, and all the service are in one convenient location to make your buying experience easy. Our 3-acre sales center has over 60 sheds in stock, and if you don't see what you need, our sales experts can guide you through the custom design process to meet your unique needs. Get started today at ShedDepotNC.com.
28-18, Pinecrest out in front, man. Looked like they were going in to put this thing away. Marion Blue had other ideas, ripped that football away, took it back 95 yards on the fumble recovery, and Jordan is right back in this thing. Man, oh, man. You know what? You don't see momentum swings like that very often.
No.
This game went from over to hotly contested that fast in about the 13 seconds or so it took him to ramble on down the field. All right, get her on the kick. Time to start getting silly here and onside this thing. Nope. He's going to kick it long. It's on a line drive. And a little problem picking it up there on the return. Now can't squirt out of there. Gets it back near the 20-yard line. About the 19, it'll be spotted. And Jordan playing with some fire. We haven't seen this energy yet.
Haven't seen no energy.
These defenders jumping out on here in the field. They're dancing. They are ready to play some football, buddy. And Pinecrest, man, you got to be careful with that, man. You get to a point where you're hyped. You think this thing is done, man. And if you come down off that plateau, it's hard to get it back. Let's see if Pinecrest can regroup here. They got their guy back into the backfield.
Seagraves back out.
Seagraves, the senior tailback, back out there. Can try and do this methodically, I'm sure. Hand us to Seagraves. Right up the gut, nothing. That Jordan front is playing inspired. Blue has got this team on fire. Keep your eyes. The playmakers on this defense. Number 30, Brandon Wilder, 6'2", 235. He is a man out there. Splash plays galore throughout the season.
And then, of course, the man you just seen. Well, he's not out there right now. He's still taking a break.
They got him some oxygen over there. But Brandon Wilder, watch him off that left edge. Noah Clark, we talked about, number 35, the middle linebacker, Greer. Seagraves going to get you good yardage. He looks back almost like he's looking for a flag there. Doesn't get it. 17 on the carry and a first down for Pinecrest, and you need a couple of those.
Yes, sir.
Change the attitude, change the momentum a little bit. Jordan looking to see who's going to be the guy to make a play here. And if you're Pinecrest, you got to wonder, man, are you tempted to try to take a shot, or do you just keep this ball on the ground? Seagrave's still in there at tailback. Takes the hand from Conan. Nowhere to go. And that's that freshman I told you about, sir. Noah Clark, I said his name 5 minutes ago, told you one of the better freshman defensive linemen in the state. That's that guy. I do not have glasses on, and I cannot see.
That is the
what
Don Dada.
Don. Big Don Clayton. Man, I can't tell you how much I love me some Don Clayton, buddy.
Yes, sir.
That is a good human being and a fantastic play-by-play guy.
Yeah,
Who
man.
knew,
Oh,
man?
my God. The Don Dada.
Conan, 2nd and 11, from the gun, hands. Seagraves tripped but keeps his balance, and he'll get it out there, brings up 3rd and 6. And this is a big play in the ball game. 1:41 to go in the third quarter.
And here comes the rain again.
It's man.
Here it comes. This is that upset
Here
weather.
comes the rain again.
This is the upset weather.
Falling on my head like a memory. Conan from the gun, 3rd and 7. If you're Coach Edens, do you dare put the ball in the air? Nope. Going to keep it in Seagrave's belly. He does a good job of cutting it out. Get off me!
Woo! See, that's what.
Shakes
that's a
Maximus
flag.
Addicts, and now going to get a flag
Oh, that's terrible.
on the way out of bounds. A little jawing going on, and I tell you,
You don't want that
you
type
get
of
to.
play.
I get to tell you what. You start swapping words with this Pinecrest team. This is a different attitude than we've seen in the past. Pinecrest almost mechanical in days gone by. This team will yap at you.
Wasn't a flag. No flag.
No flag.
So he wasn't quite out of bounds. So that was a legal hit, you know.
All right, the chirping is going on, though.
Uh-oh.
So it's 1st and 10 at midfield. Pinecrest trying to salt this one away with long touchdown drives. There's the hand. That's a hold that doesn't get called there. Pinecrest gets away with one. They sealed that edge, man. That was an awful lot of jersey in those hands, but Pinecrest will take it, and that'll be another Shed Depot first down. And they are on the move. 14 on the carry. All right, there's Zamir Spencer. Needs a oh, I thought he was gone.
It was close.
A touchdown saving tackle there in the secondary. Isaac Gear, the leading tackler, 129 tackles on the season, sir. Did you hear me, Jerry?
I hear you.
129 tackles.
Who else has that?
Not many people.
Who else?
Had 22 in one game. Isaac Gear, a heck of a linebacker. All right, they're trying to get those hands dry, sharing a towel down there. Good luck. Zamir Spencer still in at tailback. There's motion from Pinecrest. There's the hand. Spencer straight ahead, stuffed, short gain if any. 3rd down coming up, and another one of those big plays in the ball game. Here we go. No chance you're going to attempt a field goal in this type of mess. So 4-down territory for Pinecrest. And that's going to take us to the end of the third quarter. Double zeros on the clock. 3rd and 4 at the 30 when we come back. We'll take a quick break. You're watching the NFHS Game of the Week broadcast live across the NFHS network and around the world on the internet. We'll see you on the other side of the break.
Jen Ritchie and her staff at Everything Pines can show you all the Southern Pines, Pinehurst, Aberdeen, and Bass have to offer. A trusted real estate professional with over a decade of experience. Each client receives a customized marketing plan featuring professional photography, drone footage, and floor plans designed just for them. For more information, go to everythingpinespartners.com and check out one of the hundreds of reviews. Everything Pines, showcasing the Sand Hills.
Legal matters involving the family can be emotionally draining, complex, and difficult for all involved. Call the highly skilled attorneys at King Law Firm today. The call is free, the consultation is free, the advice is priceless. King Law Firm, we fight to make it right.
So, Jerry, talking during the break, Pinecrest up 28-18 here. If they get a first down here, the calculus starts to really work against Jordan. Justin Allred with this team here, you see the talent. I mean, at the skill positions, at the tailback in particular, on the defense, big, strong, athletic guys, not particularly deep, but I am surprised that they're so one-dimensional on offense. Justin Allred got this job based on his work as the offensive coordinator at J.H. Rose. back in 2015, he had the leading scoring team in the entire state as an offensive coordinator. Seagraves with nothing, and now I said 4-down territory, probably is, but you didn't expect you didn't expect, excuse me, to have 4th and 5 coming up. They averaged 49.5 points a game in 2015. You hear me, man? 49 points a game.
That's huge.
And that was his first year as an offensive coordinator back in 2015. He spent 6 years there. They went to a state championship game, if I'm not mistaken, and he parlayed that into the gig here at Jordan. This is his 3rd season. This is the most successful of those seasons, and that's a 4th down. That wasn't even close. That was not there. Jordan sold out, and they called it right. And they'll have the ball, 11 minutes and 14 seconds to go, and they're a couple big plays away from really turning up the temperature here in Southern Pines.
Right here,
buddy.
This will be a ball game.
Look here. Pinecrest has left a little meat on the bone. Jordan's got a shot here. There's Blue with the carry. And, you know, he is running angry right now. He's going to be forced out of bounds after about a 3-yard gain.
And the crazy thing, you know, they're running the ball. You know they're going to run the ball.
Keep your eyes on number 2. I'm impressed with the receiver for Jordan. Right now he's split wide left. Omaris McMiller, number 2. Keep your eyes on him. They're in a stack formation down here. They're going to hand it to Blue. Blue wrapped up, keeps his balance, falls forward, picks up a couple. All of these going to be 4-down territory, I'm sure at this point.
They got to put the ball in the air, though.
They're going to, at some point they're going to have to. These linebackers are playing downhill right now. They play disciplined football. Hadn't been a big play from any of those guys here in a little bit, but 3rd and 5.
I haven't seen nobody run off the field that fast in a long time.
Man, I'm here to tell you.
What? What? He was fast.
Vondi from the gun. Takes a snap. Fakes. Looking for a screen.
Uh-oh.
Got a man. Uh-oh.
Ooh, buddy, I tell you what.
And I tell you.
And number 11 may be the fastest player on this field, Chris. If you didn't see him run down Patchen a second ago.
I saw it,
man.
Sir. Ash Boa. A step away, the junior, 6'1", 165. He's one of those track guys.
What was his name?
Ash Boa.
I like that.
I know, right?
I like that. I like that.
All right, 1st and 10 for the Falcons. There's Dale.
Hey, Dale has been running that ball. It's a first down every
carry. It doesn't
carry.
show up in the stats, man. I wouldn't have expected Dale to get more than a carry or 2 today. He has done some of the heavy lifting.
Yes, sir.
6'1", 200, the senior tailback.
He looks it.
And it played both ways. He's played linebacker all night.
He looks it, too.
And we're going to get a timeout. Is that Pinecrest with the timeout?
Uh-oh.
Pinecrest wants to talk about it, man. This game is still hanging in the balance when it seemed like it should have been over a couple of times. All right, we'll take a quick break while those teams talk about it. We'll be back to Southern Pines in just a moment. 28-18. 9:59 to go. We'll see you on the other side of the break.
Ace Hardware in Southern Pines and Seven Lakes is the #1 backyard and barbecue Ace Hardware store in the U.S., featuring Traeger, Big Green Egg, and Weber grills. With a full line of Magnolia Home Chalk and interior paints by Chip and Joanna Gaines, and a full line of Benjamin Moore paint. We feature a complete line of Steel and Ego power tools.
Visit Randy and Jill Saunders or Kathy Thompson in Southern Pines or Seven Lakes.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
All right, welcome back to our viewers all over the world, Jerry. One of the best things about doing this on the NFHS network is you never know where people are watching at.
Oh, yeah.
Vondi, hands, Dale with the carry. Ball's out, and that's – did Jordan get back to it? I think they did, man. Oof, and they're only going to lose a couple yards of field position. 2nd and 12 coming up. Jordan's going to umpile with that, but that was almost a disaster.
We're definitely going to have that.
Luke Dale, we were singing his praises a minute ago. That ball slipped out of there. And that was almost a disaster for Jordan. But they're giving one more lifeline, and probably deserve it after a couple of bad breaks early in the game when the ball just wouldn't bounce their way. Vondy 2nd and 13 coming up. Blue back in at tailback. There's that ball's out again. Vondy's going to fall on it. Man, the element's taking over here.
This weather is tough.
All right, you got 2nd and 22 coming up, or 3rd and 22, coming up. And Jordan really needs to do something they haven't shown they can do well tonight, and that's throw the ball. Or do you stick it in Blue's belly twice and see if he can break one? I don't know what you do.
They just came up with a big play on that screen a while ago, but there's quite a stretch on this one.
All right. 3rd and 22, inside 9 minutes to go. And I tell you what, you've got it starts to get tough, but if you have to punt here, it's not the end of the world. You got almost 9 minutes left. 3 men deep for Pinecrest. Everybody up short, taking away the screen. Vondy drops, looking down the middle of the field. He's got a man.
Got him in. That's a first down.
It's going to be a first down. Are you kidding me?
Wow.
Haven't thrown the ball all night down the field. The first time they try, they pick up 25 on a 3rd and a mile. Caden Chalowski, man, oh man, oh man. Jordan coming through. Addison Vondy with the biggest throw of the night for him. And now we've got Jordan set up 1st and 10 just outside the red zone.
Tell you what.
There's Blue with the hand. He's around the right side. He's going to be close to a first down. Plaz. He's going to have the first down. Needed 10, got 12. And that'll be a Shed Depot first down. Jordan.
I got some big news here with 4A.
Talk to me, brother.
Cardinal Gibbons down 30-35 in the 4th quarter to Millbrook.
Look out. Millbrook trying to shock the world.
Yes, sir.
That Cardinal Gibbons squad. Buddy.
Yes, sir.
And they have been on a tear. Like I said, went 0-2. They ran the table the rest of the way, worked their way all the way back up to number 10 in the state overall. And they're in jeopardy of going down. Vondy hands to Blue. Blue can't find any space. Picks up a couple. And you got to convert here. Now inside 8 minutes now.
And we were speaking of.
And there's a Pinecrest player down. We'll see if they stop this. And they do.
That rain is coming
So
down.
while they attend to the player and the rain attends to the field, we'll take a break from here in Pinecrest. You're watching the NFHS Network. I'm Chris. This is Jerry. Hang out with us. We got 8 minutes to go. Anything could happen. .45 to go in the ball game. Pinecrest up 28-18. Looked like they had this thing ready to salt away. Wasn't to be. Jordan now with a chance to punch one in here and get within one score. Addison Vondy at quarterback. Amarian Blue in at tailback. There's Blue. Got a little bit of space. Lunges forward. It's going to be 3rd and short. Probably 4-down territory, but depending upon what happens here, you went for 2 to pull within 10. I guess Jordan reserves the right to kick a field goal, something they haven't done a whole lot this season. All right. Jordan still playing methodically, really hasn't turned up the tempo. 3rd and about 4. Not a great spot for Blue that time. Clock will be inside 7 minutes when the ball's snapped. Vondy hands. Blue. Jumps through that. Going to get close, but not going to have a first down. They're going to have another yard and a half to get the first down. Ball is just inside the right hash. Do you kick this thing? It looks like that's nope. They're going to keep the offense out there. I'm surprised. They're taking Blue out of there. They're going to put Luke Dale in there. Dale's been effective.
He's been very effective.
He did fumble the last time he had the football. He is a much bigger back, 6'1", 200 pounds. He's a load at the point of attack. Oh no! Oh no! Pinecrest gives up the first down with the offsides.
That is tough.
Over there on the right side of the line. Oh my goodness, that's a heck of a development. All right, now you just punch this thing, run it right up the middle, right? Don't get cute. I mean, you'd love to see Blue come out and go into the Wildcat here and eliminate that exchange, kind of like Pinecrest did. Of course, Pinecrest did that, and it wasn't on the exchange where the fumble was. Ball got ripped out and run back 95 yards. All right, there's Dale. Stretching it. Touchdown. Falcons.
We got a game.
Oh, my gosh.
We got a game.
Oh, my gosh.
Oh,
That's going to be 28-24. 6:04 to go here in Southern Pines.
right.
And Jordan has taken over this game here. Oh, my goodness. The extra point will make it a 3-point ball game. Gray Gitter on to add the extra point man, and Jordan has come back from the dead to pull within 4, possibly 3, depending upon how this extra point attempt goes. Snap is good. Holds down. Kick is up. Kick is right down the middle. Gray Gitter said, man, I'm here for this. 6:04 to go. They'll be kicking off Pinecrest, man. Wow, what a shift in momentum. I am in shock. This is going to be a great 6:04 the rest of the way. We'll take a quick break, be back with the kickoff after these messages.
Legacy Commercial and Residential Construction. From concept to design, constructed to fit your lifestyle. We use only top quality finishes to make our house your home. Legacy Commercial and Residential Construction. The Sand Hills residential and commercial builder of choice.
All right, 6:04 to go here in Southern Pines. Man, oh man, oh man. 28-25 Pinecrest. I am impressed with this Jordan team and their grit and their fight and their talent. And I don't know how this one's going to end, but I'm impressed by both of these ball clubs. Man, oh man, oh man. Great getter to kick off for Jordan. Let's kick those line drives. The Pinecrest return men have had a heck of a time picking them up off the ground the last couple of times. Those orange boots, and this one's a dribbler down to third. Uh-oh, that's trouble. That's problems. And now he's got to pick it up at the 1 and going to bring it out of there. Oh, did a good job to get it out across the 15, but that was almost the worst of all situations. That ball, of course, if it rolls across the goal line, it's dead. But until then, it's a free ball, and that thing, nobody was sure if it was going to stop or not. As it got past the initial returner, it's picked up. Disaster is averted, but Pinecrest to be set up bad field position, backed up all the way at the 15, which is sort of the complete opposite of how this game began. They started their first 4 or 5 drives inside Jordan territory. All right, here we go. Conan from the gun. Man in motion. Takes the snap. Hands. There goes Zamir Spencer. Look out. He's trying to get to the edge. Breaks out of a tackle. He'll have 16 on the carry. First down, Pinecrest. And that'll give him a chance to run some more clock. 5:49. Clock stopped to set the chains. Got to think that Conan's got instructions from the sideline to take his time. You want to work everything you can off this clock before you snap the football. Play clock cranks down inside 25 seconds. They can get it all the way down to about 5:15 or so before they snap this if they work it. Well, maybe Conan's just going to go ahead and snap this thing. There's 15. 15 on the clock, and he snaps it. Nowhere to go for Spencer this time. He's going to be dumped. Blue trying to rip that thing out of there and force another turnover instead of just get a loss of 5 on the play. Now you're 2nd and 15. Pinecrest, you got some options here, but you got to be careful. You mess around and turn this thing over. Jordan has really been effective on offense the last couple of drives. 2nd and 15. 5 minutes on the clock. Play clock at 24. Instructions coming in late from the sideline. Here we go. Instructions coming. And there's the hand. And stacked up by Jordan. And a short gain on the play for Pinecrest. Luke Dale, who's doing it on both sides. Seagraves there gets back close to the original line of scrimmage. 3rd and 11 coming up here. All right. Jerry, do you dare put the ball in the air?
No.
All right. Seagraves in there at tailback. They're still spread out like they've been all night. They're playing basically with an H-back there. 3 wide outs. Well, that's an interesting alignment. That's like old school. Here we go, faking the veer. He's going to throw it all the way down the field.
Oh, that's
going to be picked. Oh, my goodness.
That's a punt.
Well, effectively a punt, man, but threw into quadruple coverage there. Nobody was fooled. Looking, hoping for somebody to make a play. Hunter Neifert was the intended target, who's a big, tall guy with big ball skills, but he let it out there in front, and it's picked off by number 6, Zayaz Webb. Jordan's got this thing, 3:51 to go, down 3. Man, here we go. Down 3.
This
a
is
team that
huge.
loves to run the ball. You got 77 yards to pay dirt. Man, there's a lot of scenarios where I can see you running that ball down there, getting it inside the 5-yard line with a few ticks left. There's Blue. Jumps through a tackle, breaks another one. He's going to have about 7 on first down. Jordan doesn't have to move real fast here. This could be their last possession, but they've got plenty of time. 3:36 to go. Not a whole lot of imagination, I don't imagine, on here on 2nd and short, unless you want to take – maybe this is the time you take a shot. They got man coverage. Pinecrest showing one high look. Nope, they're going to keep it on the ground. There's Blue, nowhere to go. Great job there by the Pinecrest front to stack that up.
This is good playoff football.
It is great playoff football. Very short gain, maybe half a yard. Going to be 3rd and short. Clock going to be inside 3 minutes here as they line it up for Jordan. They're going to measure this? Is that really what's happening with 3 minutes to go? 3 minutes even on the clock, and the chain gang, I think, is going to get to make their first appearance. Nope. They're looking at it, and they've decided, well, all right. Nope. Now they've decided they're not going to. It didn't look like it was close enough to me to warrant a measurement, but they wanted to get a good look at it. Well, now what? They are going to.
Nope.
Bizarre.
Hey, man, Chris, while they're doing that,
The chain gang is on the field,
chain
Jerry.
Gang, man.
What do you got, buddy?
I got my man Nathan Cochran.
Nate Dogg.
Nate Dogg is all the way in Florida, Hurricane relief. He got his team watching us, man. He said they're loving it, man.
Well, hey, here's a shout-out to all of Nate's teammates. Look at that, man. First down. My eyes did deceive me.
Hey,
And Jordan going to keep this thing rolling. 3 minutes to go. Down 3. Got to get – well, don't have to do anything. They could tie this thing up with a field goal, but Jordan trying to put this thing away. Man, I can't believe what we have seen here. Nathan Cochran, man, one of the best in the business. Another one of my favorite human beings.
Man, he's been gone with the Hurricane Ian relief, man. People away from their families, man. That's big. That's a tough job.
It really is.
That's a tough job, man.
Really,
I salute
really
them
is.
guys, man. All of them. All of them with your team that's listening to us right now, Nate. We appreciate you guys, man. I'm pretty sure they're doing for
Part
us
of
well.
America's unsung heroes, man. Somebody's got to get down there and undo the destruction, and those guys go into the worst spots there are. So you guys are doing yeoman's work. Thanks for what you do, and thanks for hanging out with us tonight.
Yes, sir.
Come on up to Sanford, man. We'll have an adult beverage.
Yep, real quick.
All right, here we go. Vondi from the gun. Dale in at tailback. The hand is to Dale. Picking his way.
Hey, man.
And spinning. He's a good
Dale
back, too.
is solid,
He'll
man.
have about 4 on the carry. Second down coming up. 2:43 to go.
And you know what I'm looking at, too? Just from the above you. Pinecrest defensive line is not that big.
No, they a lot of length on this team, a lot of tall guys, not a whole lot of girth there. And just for Nate's team that's watching with him. Nate's telling him, I do color. And Nate is a fantastic color guy.
Oh, yeah, man.
In case y'all don't believe me. Look out! Look out! He's got him! Underthrows it. His pick. Oh, my goodness, Jordan.
What a play.
What is going on here in Southern Pines right now? Caden Chalowski with his second enormous catch of the second half. And Jordan is set up now inside the 30. And instead of trying to figure out how to get down the field, they start managing clock here. 2:06 to go. Take your time, fellas.
Wow.
Vondi from the gun. Blue at tailback. Puts it in Blue's belly. And he's going to get positive. He's still running. Look out. Dragging people.
There's that play.
Debo's his way down for 15 inside the Remax red zone, and they're set up at the 13. 1:50 to go. Stunned silence on the Pinecrest side of the field here.
Man, I tell you what.
Oh, my goodness. Jerry, if Jordan comes back, this is going to be one of those 10 years from now. You're going to be.
Yeah, we're going to talk about it.
Remember when?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Do you remember me saying this rain is upset weather?
Buddy.
I said it. Vondi
from the gun takes the snap. Hands to Blue. Blue.
Uh-oh. 6.
Uh-oh.
6.
Into the end zone. 1:27 to go, and Jordan has shocked the world. They are up 31-28, about to go up 4 after the extra point.
Jeez.
Pinecrest, whose offense has been sputtering since the 74-yard touchdown at the end of the half, hasn't scored a point in the second half, Jerry.
Oh, man.
This game was about to be done. They were up
we just said it.
28-10, going in to stretch that lead out to 35-10. Marion Blue made the play of a lifetime, stripped that ball out, ran it back 95 yards for a touchdown.
Man.
And everything has come undone. 32-28, 1:27 to go, and Pinecrest now suddenly scored 21 points in the first 5 minutes, now has to pull a rabbit out of the hat here at home to stay alive.
What better place to do that than at home? I mean, hey.
Wow.
This is crazy. We just literally said if Pinecrest scores on that last drive before that 95-yard play, it's over. We just said it.
Whether we have seen this game come to its conclusion or we're about to, it's one you won't soon forget.
Yeah.
I am honored to be here and be here with you, Jerry Chalmers.
Yeah, man.
Man, oh, man, oh, man. Reminder as we wait for this kickoff, we will be back. Well, half of us will be back. I will be back on Saturday as I go down to North Brunswick for the Lee County North Brunswick game.
Yeah.
We'll be in Wilmington this weekend. Jerry's got to take it off. I believe I have a special guest coming in, good friend of ours. I'm not going to put his name out there, but we'll see. Excited about that game, but it's going to have to be a heck of a ball game to live up to this. This is stunning.
This playoff football.
All right, Greg Gitter. And now remember on that last return, nobody could pick the ball up. It rolled down and backed Pinecrest up. All right, this one fielded cleanly across the 20, 25, 30. And bang!
Woo!
Knocked out of bounds.
He pulled the hit stick out on that
there,
one.
Caleb Jones with the hit stick.
This
1:22 to go.
This game has that Lee County Cleveland feel back in 2019.
Oh my gosh.
Man.
That game went back and forth, back and forth. Lee County had that thing won, and on the flukiest of fluke plays, Cleveland on a screen pass took it to the house to win that game late. Of course, last year we were there as Scotland visited Lee County, and a interception return won that ball game at the tail end. Conan drops. Throws. That's picked.
Oh, that is it.
Saez Webb.
That
with the second pick, and Webb, if you remember, gave up the touchdown at the beginning of this game. 2 picks, and Durham Jordan is going crazy.
That may do it, Chris.
Pinecrest, only 2 timeouts left. They burnt one a little while ago, and goes from having this thing in hand, up 18, going in to stretch the lead out, and Jordan may have just snatched it away from them.
The 23
First
seed.
and 10 at the 46. As the Jordan Falcons literally swagger back onto the field. All they've got to do here is snap this cleanly, and they're going to get out of here. They're going to escape. I cannot believe what I've seen today, Jerry.
Wow.
Vondi takes a knee. 1:15 to go. Tick, tick, tick. Oh, my goodness. Coach Edens runs out to get a timeout. They can't run it down to 0 now. They're going to have to do something here.
Ooh-wee. What a ball
Pinecrest still
game.
with one timeout in their pocket. 1:13 to go. Of course, you've got a 40-second play clock to burn off. This is going to take a couple more seconds. They'll get that last timeout. But they're going to have to do something on 4th down, either run around with it, punt it away, do something. Pinecrest is likely to touch this ball one more time. There's not going to be much left for them to do that. But a stunning development here in Southern Pines tonight. Oh, my goodness.
I don't know what to say.
Well, I said in the intro, I'm not going to hide from it.
Yeah.
I thought Pinecrest was going to roll tonight, and it looked like I knew what I was talking about for the first 40 minutes or so of this game. Jordan had other ideas. 1:13 to go. Vondi, snap, down, timeout. 1:11 to go. 1:10. Are they going to use it here or are they going to wait? They're going to let that run. They're going to use it after this snap. They can get that all the way down to about 25 seconds before they snap this football, and then Pinecrest will use their last timeout. Pinecrest is going to get the ball back. Don't leave yet. Oh, man, what did they – well, they stopped the play clock. They're keeping the play clock on the field right now, which is weird. So we don't know. All right. Jordan's going to get a timeout. 30 seconds to go. All right, they're going to run a couple seconds on this play. Pinecrest is – they're going to take the delay of game. I'm not sure I love that idea. All right, that's going to back them up even further. So it's going to be 3rd and a mile here. One more timeout left for Pinecrest. Or are they going to wind the clock? They're not going to wind the clock on this.
They can't.
Yeah, they can't. That's dead ball. They're not going to wind the clock. So they can run a couple seconds here. Pinecrest will get a timeout. So they're going to get this thing back with 27 or 28 seconds left. I'm not sure I love the strategy here from Jordan. All right. Here goes Vondi. Takes a knee. There comes a timeout. Do they not have a timeout left?
I'm thinking they don't, Chris.
I thought Pinecrest had one left in their pocket.
And they did not.
And I'm wrong.
And that is the game.
Oh, my
wow.
gosh. Oh, my gosh.
What a shocker.
Nobody here will soon forget what they saw tonight. And, man, you got to play 4 quarters of football. Wow.
21-0.
Wow. 21-0 and up 28-10 inside the 5. Wow.
In the 4th quarter. Wow, Chris.
A Marion Blue turned this game around.
Oh, yeah.
With a 95-yard strip fumble return. I am shocked.
I don't know what to say. I keep saying it.
It's why we do this, Jerry. It is why we do this.
Yeah.
Are we out? No, we're still live.
We're still live.
I
man.
am.
Ace Hardware in Southern Pines and Seven Lakes is the #1 backyard and barbecue Ace Hardware store in the U.S., featuring Traeger, Big Green Egg, and Weber grills, with a full line of Magnolia Home Chalk and interior paints by Chip and Joanna Gaines, and a full line of Benjamin Moore paint. We feature a complete line of Steel and Ego power tools.
Visit Randy and Jill Saunders or Kathy Thompson in Southern Pines or Seven Lakes.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
At the Shed Depot of North Carolina, we believe there's a better way to buy a shed, where all the selection, all the quality, and all the service are in one convenient location to make your buying experience easy. Our 3-acre sales center has over 60 sheds in stock, And if you don't see what you need, our sales experts can guide you through the custom design process to meet your unique needs. Get started today at ShedDepotNC.com.
If you've been injured in a car crash, the personal injury lawyers at King Law Firm will fight to get you the compensation you deserve. Call King Law Firm today. The call is free, the consultation is free, the advice is priceless. King Law Firm, we fight to make it right.
Everything Pines Realty presents the Post-Game Show on the NFHS Network. Brought to you by New Image Media.
All right, welcome to the Legacy Construction. Oh, Everything Pines. My bad.
Everything Pines.
The Everything Pines post-game show. I'm Chris Delambert, Jerry Chalmers. Golly.
Wow.
Man, you can autopsy this game, look at a whole lot of different things. Jordan couldn't catch a break in the first half. Ball was on the ground a couple of times. Things happen, man, but big-time ball players make big-time plays. I don't know that I've ever seen a bigger play where that game was over. 28-10 inside the 5-yard line, going in to salt this thing away in the fourth quarter. Amarian Blue, the best sophomore tailback in the state, playing on defense, strips it away from the running back, goes back 95 yards. And if the strip wasn't impressive enough, the run back was.
Yeah, it was.
Changes this game. Momentum is a fickle thing, man. And I said, when you're on that high and you think it's over and you come down off of it, it's hard to get it back.
I feel like that's what
Pinecrest never regrouped.
They
never got that fire back, and you could see the momentum change. You could feel it. Watching the players on that Jordan sideline, congratulations to Coach Justin Allred and these Jordan Falcons. A stunner. A 23 goes on the road in these conditions, comes down today early.
Yeah.
Short week, late kick, comes down, goes down huge. 21-0. We hadn't even gotten off. The bus hadn't even cooled off yet. They come all the way back and win this thing 32-28. The Pinecrest players are stunned.
Yeah.
The fans are stunned. This one is going to leave a bad taste in their mouth for years. We still talk about the Cleveland game at Lee County in 2018. Lee County got down early, came back, had that game in hand, and Cleveland made one.
Dudley.
My bad. You're right.
Yeah,
it was
that
Dudley.
was a Dudley.
Dudley. One play in the entire second half, and it won the ball game.
Crazy.
And then, of course, Dudley went on and played in the state championship game. This is that type game. I don't know that Jordan is going to play in a state championship game. Yeah. They're a little too one-dimensional on defense, but, man, you have to do it on the field. Pinecrest didn't finish. Jordan did. They come out on top, and they advanced to the third round. And I'd have to go back. Jordan hadn't been to the third round in a long time.
This is the perfect example of when you do not give up.
Yeah, dude.
I mean, we talked throughout the game looking at Jordan's body language from this sideline over here. And then as that game kept going, your playmakers making plays. Phew, man.
You can tell that this team feeds off a couple of guys in this team. They've got a nice front.
Yeah.
They do some things. Man, if they can figure out how to do anything in the passing game, and I don't know that what we got tonight was a fair representation of what they can do because the elements are horrible. And in the end, that was the difference because Pinecrest is a much more balanced team. The elements really played a factor. The balls hung out there. They did some things in the passing game they don't normally do. They got them in trouble. In the end, Zayas Webb, man, how do you make 2 interceptions late in the fourth quarter and not be the player of the game on defense?
2, and the fact that we talked earlier that the quarterback for Pinecrest has not thrown multi-interception game to have 2
all year
in the final quarter.
3 picks all season, throws 2. He will oh, my goodness.
Yeah.
This is a ball game, folks. This is why high school football is as good as it gets as far as American sports go. I am happy to have been here. I'm proud to have been here. I'll never forget this. Jerry, I'm glad I got to do it with you, brother.
Always, man.
Nate Cochran, Don Clayton, everybody else that watches regularly, you saw a great game. Those of you that joined us for the first time, hey, welcome aboard. Check us out every week. We do this somewhere. Saturday night we'll be on hand in Wilmington as Lee County travels to North Brunswick. After that, don't know. We could be following Scotland. We could be with Lee County, but we won't be with Pinecrest.
Won't be with Pinecrest.
And I tell you what, I had my next couple weekends set aside because I thought Pinecrest was rolling. I was looking forward to a New Bern Pinecrest game, but it was not to be. Next year, this is a young Pinecrest team. They're going to reset. They're going to be back. They will build on this. But, man, this is a life lesson for everybody out there. don't give up until the final whistle. I'm Chris. This is Jerry. This has been fantastic. Thanks for being here with us. We're out. Peace.
Jen Ritchie and her staff at Everything Pines can show you all the Southern Pines, Pinehurst, Aberdeen, and Bass have to offer. A trusted real estate professional with over a decade of experience. Each client receives a customized marketing plan featuring professional photography, drone footage, and floor plans designed just for them. For more information, go to everythingpinespartners.com and check out one of the hundreds of reviews. Everything Pines, showcasing the Sand Hills.